Excuse me. That's good. That's good. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we have 3 likes to start off. If you haven't left one, consider doing so now that we're live and all that. I'll plug my phone in there. All right. Ball 1 to start it off. It'll be Hernandez, Maton, and Green. Then Meadows, Torkelson, Carpenter. Already.
Incredible numbers last year. Second year pro ball, just 26 innings in 2021, swinging a foul out of play and a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1 on Cesar.
I'm going to have my chat up.
Started the year at high A ball last year, and Graceffo in 46 innings, 4 walks and 56 strikeouts. Got bumped up to double.
All right, there we go. Now I got my chat open at least.
4 innings of work. Swinging another foul out of play. Nothing but fastballs so far. Low walks, good strikeout rate. Not quite as impressive as it was at A ball. But this is a guy definitely to keep an eye on for the St. Louis Cardinals. Their number 4 prospect. Right-hander works over toward third base.
What's up, Daniel?
He goes into his motion.
1-2 count here on Hernandez.
1-2 swinging a tap foul, kind of a hurt.
Foul ball stays just alive.
Gets everything into it. He has been up to as high as 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we'll see how we do. Hopefully we get back on the right side of things. We had a good first inning, so.
Not only in the Cardinal system, but one of the better right-handed pitching prospects.
Bottom of the first, no score, no nothing really in the game yet.
At 87, up in the strike zone, and Cesar Hernandez can't find it. Swings and misses. And
Hernandez strikes out. Let me refresh this. I don't think it's correct quite yet.
5 and 6.
Doo-doo.
Their offensive power has been.
All right, Nick Maton's up.
Made people take notice. Check swing. Nick Maton checked his swing, but he went too far. Appealed down to third.
How's everybody doing who might be tuning in? Hopefully you're having a good afternoon. Can leave a like. That'd be appreciative. Helps the stream out, gets a few more people in here, yada, yada, yada. So,
big curveball for a called strike. Boy, he snapped that off.
What's up, Paston?
A lot of downward break. No balls and 2 strikes.
I don't know how to pronounce the end-looking word. Appreciate it, Jack.
Getting a lot of playing time at third base. The
0-1 count for Maton. Hey, Maton gets on with the single. So we have a hit here in the bottom of the first. Nick Maton on. Riley Green up with 1 on, 1 out, no score, bottom 1.
So far this spring before that single, both of those hits were home runs. And again, that's been kind of the outstanding.
All right, let's see what we can get out of Green.
Tigers offense, 22 home runs in 11 games.
It's in Russian. Your name is Razul. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's no way I was going to be able to actually read that. I apologize. Nice to meet you, though. Welcome in, Razul. What's your favorite team out of these 2 teams?
Riley Green swings and fouls it back.
0-1. Now it's 1-1. Green hitting 375, having a pretty nice spring. One of the better averages on the team. Tigers, hell yeah.
The strike 1. Down and in. 1-1 on Riley Green.
See what we get next.
AJ talking about we're still.
Whenever it takes a second, usually you can kind of deduce that like it's an out or a hit's happened and it's taken a minute. Maybe something weird has delayed the game cast from showing something.
A batter who has better control of the strike zone stays in the strike zone and doesn't chase. Line drive.
We'll see.
That's deep. That's over the head of Yepes, and that ball.
That's what I mean. Sounds like it's a double for the Tigers. Hey, Tigers score. That's why it took a second to get it in there. Tigers hit a double for Riley Green. It scores a run. Tigers go up 1-0. That's usually why it takes a second for like something to display. Hell yeah, there you go, Riley Green. Double second of the spring. So yeah, there we go. 1-0 Tigers. Maton scores. Here's Austin Meadows with the runner in scoring position. They're at second. 1 out, bottom first. See if we can keep it up.
Nice chat with Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson today about just about hitting and some of the things how you
we need some just a good game. We've been playing pretty bad the last couple. Really, the last 3 games have been pretty bad by the Tigers.
Spring training for them is just all about
Hopefully he is ready to play. It'd be nice. Ball 1 to Meadows. We could definitely use it.
Field. Yepes coming in. DeYoung out. Yepes will call him.
Oh, that no one made a play.
Drop the ball.
Damn, that's rough.
A long way. I thought he had the better look at it than
So Austin Meadows will reach on probably an error.
But it hit off the heel of his glove.
Oh yeah, that'll be an error.
Safe at first.
Riley Green stays at second, so it'll be first and second with 1 away after an error by the Cardinals. Welcome to the spring training. All right, Torque. Let's see what we can do off this Graceffo. Or Graceffo.
Catcher Kisner now is going to head out to the mound to talk to his young.
But hopefully everyone's having a good day.
Double-A last year. Kisner got a lot of playing time with the Cardinals behind the plate, and right now the number 1 catcher.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We have 5 whole likes. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out. Probably the nice thing to do. Help get some people in here.
Has retired. And of course the big off-season acquisition was.
You're just chilling and listening. You might as well leave a like. That's probably the majority of you in here that haven't done that. So would be nice, but hey, if you don't want to, that's cool too.
Spencer Torkelson starts him off with a slider on the inside corner on the front.
You're not chatting, you're not really doing anything, so at least you could do is leave a like.
But Spencer Torkelson is feeling good.
Yeah, who cares?
Feels like he's seen the ball well.
0-1. Come on, Torque.
Hits have fallen, but he's feeling good. There's a ground ball to the wide of third.
Oh, up in the. Are you talking in the UP, Jack?
That's an easy 5-4-3 double play. Gorman to moderate.
I don't know. I haven't even tried to hide. What's the point? He's just gonna make a fake account. I don't give a fuck, dude. Anyway, that'll be a double play. Unfortunately, Torque didn't have a good at bat there. We'll head to the top of the second. It'll be Yepes, Dylan Carlson, and Gorman. Due up in the top of the second. Who cares, man? Why are you so concerned with it? Are you him? Let's see. See what's going on with this guy. Probably fake too. It says live audio. Is this not live? Broadcasted out of curiosity. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, he probably won't be on the Major League camp much longer. Canadian side of the Twin Saults. Oh, yeah, it's really nice in the lower side of Michigan as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a live broadcast to Braves fan. You could find the it on the radio. But yeah, you can hear it, but I'm going to talk over it. It's really easy to bust these spammers out pretty quick. You know, I try to let them be nice, but then they just stay really annoying and stay singularly focused. It's all one guy, one really crazy person. I have a feeling about who it is, but again, you know, who gives a fuck? If I call them out on it, they'll never directly, they'll be like, no, it's not me. But we'll just keep timing them out. It's about as big as concern as when you gotta go like this. If a fly comes in there, you just gotta push it out the way. All right, here's a Yepes.
Looks sharp to start this game. Yepes is a right-handed batter.
Yeah, Torque isn't having a good spring. He'll probably be sent down to the minor league camp soon.
Performed pretty solidly last year.
0-2 quickly here on Yepes. Good start by Boyd.
Welcome to the booth, Daniela Bruce, who who is going to be joining us on Tigers broadcast this year. I'm sure many of you
Let's see.
familiar with Daniela, her word on Woodward.
Need some good
word
pitching
on
here.
Red Wings, but been
To
around
St. Marie. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure if you like just shorted Kalamazoo to like Sioux with an S, like some people do, or some people call it the zoo. Some people spell the zoo with an S.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Dan. I'm so excited to work alongside you, Jim.
Jesus,
Bryce,
this bitch's
Bobby
mic is
Scales,
loud.
whoever's in the booth with you. It's going to be a great
1 and
crew
2
this
count.
year.
For those who missed it the other day,
Jesus.
Bobby Scales did join us. He's a former University of Michigan player.
Feels like they don't really mic check all the other mics except for like they make sure Dan's is good and then everybody else is just given a random mic that they found.
Scales will be joining us on the road this year. Jim's not traveling. Didn't last year as well. Dan Petrie, Cameron Maben are
Oh, really?
part of that mix.
Is it not just on the regular 1270 AM?
And some of the player interviews on that pregame, especially for home games.
2-2 count. There was a foul ball in between the other ball, but you know, didn't really change the count, so it don't really feel
It's gonna be great to be around
too relevant
him.
to mention too many foul balls.
Today, excited to see him pitching again. It was great to see him in the clubhouse this
I
morning.
thought they just put them all on the radio just anyway.
Ball off the plate inside. He has added so much, Daniela, to this team.
Yeah, another ball. That's not good. Full count here to start off the inning. Tigers lead 1-0 in the top of the second. They got a run off of a Riley Green double.
So different. The club
They struck him out. There we go. Good job.
I'm telling you, that changeup.
Not. Oh, really?
Third strikeout for Matthew Boyd.
I didn't know that.
Weak swing on it in the first inning, a strikeout of Juan Yepes to start the second. But you could just tell that he loved the energy in the club.
I honestly didn't know that. That's good to know.
Been kind of reconstructed since he last saw it in the middle of 20.
Well, I'm listening on MLB TV, so essentially you can just kind of ride free subscriptions of that for I don't know how long, but as long as you remember to just turn them off and make a new email at like gmx.com. They're like an email creation place. 0-2, and it's a free service. You can just pretty much make them in ad nauseum. Just 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. It's the MLB. They're not. Remember how long you could do that on Netflix for? Just make free trials. It was years.
But I think one of the things that attracted him to come back, not just
Hey, look at that. Another strikeout. Good job to strike out Carlson. Now up is a Gorman in the inning.
things that they had in place for players to continue their development.
Let's hopefully cue another quick little inning here.
Blew it right by Dylan Carlson. 4 strikeouts for Boyd, 2 uncalled thirds and 2 unswinging thirds.
You said he told you, Dan, that he was going to look a little
Yeah.
different, and he described that as sharp.
The only problem with that is, for me anyway, I can't, it's not like a relevant thing in the regular season, mainly just because it's like, they don't show, oh, that should be a strike. You know, it's just, you can't really watch in-market games in the regular season, so it's like, well, that's kind of stupid. No, who cares, Braves? Just ignore it. Does it hurt you? No. Just some weird person who's super obsessed with my channel. 1-1 count here on a foul ball. And if you say just ban him, it's like, then he's just going to make another fake account and come back and do the same thing. It's essentially the same thing as a timeout. This way, it's just one account. I don't know. Ah, that's gone. Yeah, that's why Boyd sucks. That's why I have no use for this Boyd fellow.
Pitch out to right field after 4 strikeouts among the first 5 batters. A lefty. Nolan Gorman hits a home run to tie the game at 1.
Boyd should have had an easy strikeout against the lefty there, and he fucking gives up a home run.
But that home run notwithstanding,
good old Boyd.
I really liked the way that Chris Fetter he said, look, we're going to take care of all the numbers around this and all the...
Well, reliable with Boyd.
You just go out there and compete. He said, I think that's what he liked the most about...
This is one of my least favorite pitchers. I'm really upset we brought this guy back. 0-2 here. I guess he threw 2 pitches in a row. Pretty crazy pitch speed there by Boyd.
AJ Hinch and
Knizner.
Chris Fetter, and you mentioned the familiarity between him and Scott Harris. That's a big reason he's back with the organization.
0-2 though.
They'll work on it. Let's put it that way, to put it simple.
Boyd seems like a good guy, but you know, I don't really give a I don't really care that he's not that good of a pitcher, or at least he wasn't for us. A lot of home runs given up by this guy. Hey, look at that. We got another strikeout. Good start to the game.
It's the best way to access.
I gotta mute that. All right, there we go. We'll head to the bottom of the second. That'll probably be the end for Matthew Boyd tonight. Good. I mean, that was a good run from him. But he did blow the lead, so we'll go into a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the second. They'll send Carpenter, Meadows, and Knapp. What's up, Jared? How's it going? Carpenter, Meadows, and Knapp. Bottom of the second coming up. Commercial break, though. Pretty good. Yeah. Probably at 10 likes now. What up, Kenny? Oh, Kenny, I looked into a couple things. Apparently your school is making it really easy for you to transfer to a number of colleges. You should look into like that. I can send you the article, but like Northern and all the like Michigan Tech, Adrian College, and there's probably others. Yeah, you already know. Okay, I was gonna say I hope you knew that, but apparently your school is gonna like make it so really easy for you guys to get transferred and accepted in. I don't even know if you have to get. I think you could just choose one. It sounds like as long as you have like the bare minimum to get in, I think they'll take you. By the way, you were mentioned in a football article even about like your football. It was in a football thing. It said Kenny. I'm not gonna say your last name. It said Kenny and then manager, and I was like, oh shit, that was cool. I was like, I know one of the people in the article. But yeah, you're actually listed as one of the coaching staff that's looking for work. Yeah, I can find the article again. I'll see if I can find it. And where it was from. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool that you're listed as a manager on the team. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is talking with the Jets. Woo. And it sounds like, by the way, at this point in the preseason, the only way the Jets and Packers, like the only way the Jets can talk to Rodgers is if the Packers have given him explicit permission to do so. The game's turning back on. I'll mute in a second. And like they basically have the terms of a trade agreed to. They just got to see if Rodgers wants to go there. So if Rodgers wants to be a Jet. Oh shit, Carpenter's out. One away. Now up is Parker Meadows. Yeah, we do, Jared. It's brutal. By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out, get some people in here. You know, if you're just listening, chilling, make sure you just press the little X that you see and press like. It helps out. Plus, it's pretty cash money. I thought so too, but I guess he's gonna go play another year in New York. I thought he was gonna stick around in Green Bay. Ball one down, kind of in the dirt. A new era in Packers football coming, the Jordan Love era. Do you guys think it'll be a lovely time? Anyway, 2-0 count here on another ball, kind of low. Just missed the zone. Gracefo, I think that's how you say that. It's probably Gracefo, and I just have no idea how to say names. That'll be the second out of the inning. Out there, it looks like by Parker. Now up is Knapp. You're okay with Jordan? Yeah, I mean, it eventually was going to come to an end for Packers fans. What's up, Jags? How's it going? It's the Pirates. Oh, I mean, yeah, Judge still hit a home run. You should be excited.
The Tigers need to improve on heading into this season. So hearing
Jordan needs more love. Yeah, exactly.
That will lead to more power eventually is a good sign here in the spring.
Sometimes you can tell.
Packers Super Bowl bound. Yeah, as a Lions fan, exactly, Blue. I support Jordan Love as well. Give him the keys to the kingdom. All the Bears fans are very supportive of Jordan Love. We're all very excited to see you guys no longer have Aaron. This must be how like the people who didn't like Patriots, the Patriots felt. See if I want to test something. All right. What's up, Fudge?
Suggests that this lineup will have guys capable of hitting the ball out on a much more regular basis.
2-1 count here on Knapp. 1-1 game, bottom of the second. Tigers looking to get back a run they gave up.
That hadn't happened in a long, long time, almost 70 years.
Riley Green doubled in a run. It's 3-1 now and a ball down low. Riley Green hit a double, which scored Nick Maton from first, and then the Cardinals hit a home run in the top half of the second. That's the offense. 3-1 count. Let's see what Knapp gets.
3-1. Good fastball at 96. Looked like it was right down.
And that'll be called 3-2.
On the outside edge.
Good call by them.
Drawn a walk, but that looked like a pretty good pitch. And Sean Barber goes.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, if they would have called that a ball, that'd have been a shitty call. Ask him a basketball question. I don't know.
Takes a big step back, rocks into his motion.
Does it not seem like the real Jared? Let me check. I don't know. They got 157 subscribers, and they joined in July 5th. If it's a fake Jared, this is a very long con. This is like almost a decade-long con with this Jared. No, I know, Jared. I figured, Jared. I can kind of tell by the way you type. You have more of a polite typing style. I don't even know how to describe it right.
This roster is going to come together. Just remember that Scott Harris made it very clear they have to carve out at bats.
Yeah, yeah. Braves choked an 8-run lead to the Yankees in spring training. Well, it's spring training. It doesn't really count. Was it late in the game when all the prospects for either team was in? If it was that point in the game, then it don't count. 1-1 with a runner at first and 2 away for Kreidler. He's the number 9 hitter, so Tigers are, almost to the top of the lineup. They can get this guy on. Maybe they can manufacture some runs. I'll go over who the Tigers sent down, by the way. They sent a few guys down to the minor league camp. They cut some guys. They went down to 59. Ninth inning? Yeah, well, it would, yeah. Yeah, that's the prospect times. That doesn't really mean shit. At this point, it doesn't mean anything. If you lose a game late in spring training... Oh, shit.
Gomez got a late jump, and he couldn't get there. The Tigers take a 2-1 lead. A little bloop that drops in front of the center fielder Gomez.
The Cardinals' fielding is just awful. This is the second time we've just kind of scored because the Cardinals had a bad fielding play. It sounds like a bloop single just got behind one of the defenders. Let's see. It just, and a double. He just got a double behind the center fielder somehow. What's up, Detroit Sports Freak? Do you remember the Detroit Patriots, Amendola Flowers? Yeah, I remember. It was hilarious. I thought the Patriots were going to be really good with it, or the Lions. I thought the Detroit Patriots were going to be solid. And then, Matt Patricia started calling people fags and stuff, and it, ruined the team chemistry by getting rid of everybody good.
And we've seen a couple of misplayed high fly balls.
Started running it like a tyrant.
Austin Meadows got on early in the first.
Yeah, Jared, I'm pretty stostoked about that. I'm ready to play some of these loser teams like the Rockies and the Diamondbacks like everyone else gets to all the time. Hey, there we go. That'll score another run. Hernandez hits a double. Dude, yeah, exactly, Blue. Patricia was a whole fucking joke. I felt bad after, I tried to defend him the whole time, too. I was telling Lions fans they didn't know ball. I'm like, dude, it's the Lions team. That's the problem. I'm like, no, it's Patricia. He sucked. Because then he came back to New England and ruined my offense for a year, and I went, oh, the Lions fans were right. It was Matty P. Throw the whole guy in a dumpster. Yeah, they have, Jared, especially in that World Series. Tigers go up 3-1 on back-to-back doubles. Good job by Hernandez. Let's see if Maton provides a little pop here. He's had some good flair to the power side this preseason. Is that another double? Oh, live drive single. Let's go. Tigers go up 4-1 on a bunch of hits in a row, to a bunch of 2-out action. Kreidler doubled in Knapp, and then Kreidler was doubled in by Hernandez. Maton singles in a run. Now up is Riley Green. It's 4-1 Tigers.
I heard. Maybe we'll get the story one day, even though
the Diamondbacks are terrorists, dude. They took the 9/11 aspect and just went, yeah, we don't really care. We win. Randy Johnson's just the whole devil and shit. The whole world, the whole nation's kind of like, if the Yankees win, that'd be so cool and symbolic. That's how I know that baseball isn't rigged, by the way. When the Yankees didn't win the World Series that year, that is when baseball, you can find out, wasn't rigged. Because everybody would have been okay with the Yankees winning it that year. It would have been like the only time everyone would have been like, that's a good moment. Instead, the goddamn Diamondbacks rubbed their big old dicks on everybody and ruined the moment. Still nothing funnier.
Add some energy to this lineup, to this clubhouse. How do they fit in with the
Yeah, no, I don't think Slay would have ever left the Lions if it wasn't for Patricia. What's up, though, Cooltron? Hopefully you're doing well.
You add that with the
Don't, Jared, just
experience
ignore
that
it.
he has, it seems like a wonderful combination.
If you give attention to a child, they keep acting up. If you ignore the child when they're acting up, they eventually chill the fuck out.
Wolfie howling.
Or you have to physically punch them, and I can't do that. I can't like grab him and scare the shit out of him like I would a child for being annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. You know, that's how you stop an angry child. You shake them really hard and scream. They can smell they should be able to smell the ciggies and whatever else you ate coming off your breath. I was raised like that, and I turned out to be pretty good. I don't have a bad temper. 1-1 count. I don't know where that first pitch went to. I don't know where he was throwing that. Hopefully you guys know what sarcasm is. Don't actually do that with kids. You probably fuck them up for life. I was raised very good. I was never hit. 1 and 2, mainly because my parents didn't believe in hitting kids. After about like 4, I got like tiny swats on the behind when I'd act up. But after about 4 or 5, they stopped doing that because it was kind of weird. 1 and 2.
All the way through the minor leagues. It made him one of the top prospects in all of baseball last year.
Your kid's that bad, send him to military school. I don't know what to tell you. You fucked up somewhere along the lines.
It's one of the toughest things to change if you are somebody.
All I know is all my friends who was raised by very strict parents are all pathological liars. So I really want to take that. Foul ball, 1 and 2 count, 2 away. It's the bottom of the second. Tigers have exploded for 3 runs here with 2 outs.
Well, the player may have a lot of power, but if he's consistently hitting half the ball,
Just don't be too strict, or else you're gonna raise some crazy ass kids.
it's very hard to change that equation so that you're getting more balls in the air.
When the Yankees got swept by the Astros last ALCS, it was the first time they got swept since the Tigers. Yeah, that must have been rough. That had to sting losing to the Astros like that, because it just had to remind you guys. It's like the one team. It's like if we would have won, we would have been so vindicated in calling them cheaters. Now we can't do that anymore. Why? Oh, they beat us fair and square. We're pretty sure, in probably one of the most scrutinized baseball games in league history. Every eye in America was watching that ALCS and everything the Astros were doing.
Waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little soft tap.
I have no idea where that first pitch was and why we don't have a guy at second. I have no idea, Cooltron. Maton and Nevin and Hernandez. They probably will, Kenny. Maton, Nevin, and Vierling, I think, are expected to be starters.
There is a jet stream going out to right, and it's rare that you would have a day down here in
it's hard, Detroit, to think about some of them teams.
where you don't see a few home runs.
It's a 2-2 count here.
How can I help a ball to left?
Come on, Riley. Drive one here.
Pitch of the at bat on the way. Nope. Low and away. Tried to backdoor him.
At least Braves beat Houston. True. You guys did prevent them.
That will loosen up Nick Maton from first.
Again, I've always expressed that I'm pro cheating in sports because I think sign stealing isn't even I don't think what the Astros did was a big deal. Kind of like high key. I've always been like, it doesn't seem like that. You want to know? What a play. You could just tell that was going to be a good play. God damn it. That's the beauty of Dan Dickerson. He could make you know that it's a good play, like literally happening live. Great play by the left field or the right fielder there, it sounds like. Son of a bitch. Snow cone catch. It's like when if you don't know what that is, I don't have to explain that to you guys. You guys are watching spring training baseball. I don't have to explain what a snow cone catch is right now. I was like, I probably should explain this because maybe some people don't know what a snow cone catch means. But then I was like, wait a minute. Nobody who is watching a preseason baseball game on the radio, on a YouTube live stream, doesn't know what a goddamn snow cone. I would be insulting to start describing that. What do you think? We're all stupid, dude? What do you? Oh, you don't know? All right, Razul. It's basically where you catch a baseball. If I had something around, it's like, all right, you can imagine a baseball mitt. It's where you catch a ball on like the top of the gloving, where only like like only basically like the ball is almost entirely out of the glove, but you somehow hang on basically like through like the webbing topping of the glove. It's one of the craziest. It's probably it's like the coolest looking catch you can make, probably. I wish I had my glove with me, but it's in the other room put away because it's, you know, wintertime basically. I think I'm going to get into a softball league this year. I'm going to be 30, so I think I'm finally old enough to where it's, you know, I'm not like too young to be in one of these leagues. So I'm thinking I'm about busting my gear out and fucking getting back into swinging shape. Taking some cuts in the spring here. Getting ready to drive some fucking balls over fences. Because I'm only going to swing for home runs. I'm not about the base hit game. That's for weak people. Yeah, the beer leagues, basically. Yeah, like a rec league. Maybe overhand pitch, but slow. I prefer to, because you know that there are those adult slow pitch leagues. And that's not underhand. That's literally they throw a baseball overhand, but nobody's allowed to throw really hard. So nobody gets hurt, and you don't have to wear a helmet if you don't want to. And that's the kind of league I want to get into, because that's fun. That'll be some fun shit. And those are all over the place because, and also, you know, you don't really want anyone to hurt their arm throwing hard. But it's like medium speed. It's like 50, 60 miles an hour. Nothing you can't handle. 2-2. Probably anything over that they don't really want you doing because you're going to hurt your arm. Oh, shit. Let me unmute this. 2-2 count. The glove is the cone and the ball is the scoop of the ice cream on top. Yeah, that's the best way to put that. I just like to physically describe. It's like the gloving. The webbing on the glove is basically where it's caught usually. Because there's like this weird flexibility and like catchability right in that, like in this like spot between here. That's where you want to catch everything anyway. Catching the ball anywhere else sucks a bag of ass. Strike one on Mater, the 9 hitter. No, wait. Who the fuck is this? He's the 8 hitter. One away. The first guy up got out. Oh, Boyd's still pitching. Man, Boyd's having a good start. Oh, yeah, it's getting late in the spring. They got to start letting these guys pitch a little longer. Next half inning, between the innings, we'll look at the who got sent down. It's guys like Justin Henry Malloy got sent down. Dylan Dingler was sent down. Adam Wolf got sent down. Those are the names I can remember like right off the top of my head. There's somebody else. I you know. Arms up over his head, Boyd into his motion. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Yeah, hey, there we go. 2 down. Strikes the guy out. Gomez strikes out. Mater goes down on strikes. Dude, Boyd has 7 strikeouts right now. Sheesh. Now we're to the 1-hitter Donovan. There's 2 down now in the top of the 3rd. 4-1 Tigers lead, and the Tigers have Colt Keith. Yeah, that was another one. I'll just pull up the names right now while this is going on. They are late on the fastball. Donovan couldn't get around. Boyd, early in his career, not known for being a quick worker. Tom Brady just shut down the comeback rumors. He basically tweeted a thing and basically said, anyone who thinks that I have plans to come back obviously has never adopted a 2-year-old kitten for their daughter. So there's Brady shutting down the return rumors. Elvis Alvarado, Adam Wolf, position players, Dylan Dinger, Colt Keith, like he said, Justin Henry Malloy, and Julio Rodriguez to minor league camp. They have 59 players left to, you know, make the team. Yeah, Brady's retired. And that little statement today by Tom kind of solidifies that. Oh, shit. Is that another strikeout? Sheesh. When you see people compare players or power or gap hitter or 20 homer guys, they with baseball it's like 3 or 4 years probably in their career. If that, I don't know if that may. Oh no, he grounded out. So good job by Boyd. He goes 3 innings, gets 7 strikeouts. Gives up a solo homer. That's basically all they got off of him. Yeah, old Tommy's retired. I'm glad he made that statement and just shut that down entirely. There's something I want to look at. I want to do something. This guy. By the way, thank you to anyone who's left a like. I appreciate you because we're kind of just waiting for everything to get going. All right, there we go. It'll be Austin Meadows. Shit, I lost track of it. Where the fuck? Meadows, Torkelson, and Carpenter. Yeah, he's clearly being a dad now, guy. He's done. He's got his daughter has a kitten that he's helping raise. He's doing dad stuff, you know. Well, like everyone literally told him to go do. He's just, he's out doing family stuff now. He's done. I'm sorry, guys. He chose raising a baby kitten over football. It's the same people, cool. It's been the same one person since I started my channel, basically. I upset some real big weirdo, and that's all there is to it. Who cares, ultimately? Eventually, I'll get big enough, and they'll get IP banned from Google. Like, that's the only problem for them, is like, they'll just keep doing this, dude. Eventually, I'll get to the point where I have a YouTube contact, and I'll just get rid of your ass. I'm only probably like, I don't know, 10,000 subs away from knowing exactly how to do that to you.
Boyd, 10 batters, gave up a home run, 0 walks.
Or at least having a whole different access to tools of moderation at my disposal. 1 and 2.
Meadows, Torkelson, Carpenter here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4 runs and 5 hits for the Tigers, low and away.
Doing good, Ace. How you doing, buddy? But again, it's not even a big deal. It's one troll. It's like, oh well.
His younger brother Parker, almost 5 years younger. They're 4.5 years.
Yeah, Meadows gets out. 1 away.
But I think the two of them have just had a ball.
No, I think he needs to.
That's hit hard. Gomez to his right will make a nice running catch. That's a good swing for Austin.
I think the right move with Torque is probably starting him in AAA. Getting him exposed to more pro pitching. He got moved up way too quick and also lost a year with COVID. So things got really weird. God damn, this bitch is blowing her microphone out. Back off the mic a foot. This bitch is like this on her mic. And she's like fucking yelling into it. Meanwhile, Dan's probably like this, backed off, pretty casually. Same problem with the other guy. Somebody needs to train these people. Have they never talked on a microphone? Oh, it's awful. They're clipping every time they talk. 2-0. Come on, Torque. Because at this rate, Torkelson ain't making this team over Nevin. What's up, Alyssa? And that's not a problem. Again, Torque probably need another year or two in the minors anyway before we even let him debut. But we rushed him along last year out of a need to do so. 3-0. Plus, again, the kid's got unreal power. So it's like, damn it, man. If only we could utilize this. If he could hit 250, he'd be fine at where he's at. Because, again, just a reminder, Torque was never anticipated to be a high average guy. It was always 250 to 270. The problem was, he swung. That's all right. 3-0, he swung. Okay, 3-1. That was a good pitch to swing at 3-0. It's a good pitch. It's a strike anyway. You want him swinging at fastballs to kind of time him up a little better. That's fine. They walked him. Good eye. And he does have a really good eye on the plate. Yeah, he's just not quite ready to be here. And I think he's trying to be an average hitter. And I think the team needs to just let him know that it's fine. He hits 250 to 270. Well, to be fair though, Razul, he probably was told to disregard everything he learned last year and go back to a base zero, because our development squad is garbage in Detroit until we got a new one by Harris. I'm assuming the new ones are good. So Torque basically is almost at square zero right now, because of very bad coaching in the last couple years. A lot of these people are kind of fucked on their development right now. But I think it's a quick turnaround with Torque, because, again, it's all timing. It's all, like, literally just timing issues. And, again, in his head, I think he's trying to be, like, a 300 hitter, when it's like, well, let that come naturally, Torque. If you're a 300 hitter, you'll be a 300 hitter. You're a fucking 30-homer guy that can hit 250, though. Like, just off his own, like, accord and ability, he could do that, and that's perfectly fine. If he hits 30 homers a year and can fucking hit 250, 270, no one in Detroit will ever complain about that output. We'll be like, you know, he's kind of a big power hitter. Is that so? It's literally why we drafted him. We didn't draft this dude for him to hit 300. That's literally Riley Green's job. Ah, damn it, we popped out. 2 away here. Parker Meadows up. He's a guy that'll never probably be above 280. When he does, he'll contend for MVPs. That's like the crazy thing. But he'll always be a massive doubles guy, a massive homers guy. He'll probably get a high amount of walks because he has a really good eye. That could actually jack his average up because, again, very good eye. Once he starts getting the respect at the plate of a power hitter, then the umpires will start, you know, kind of recognizing how good the eye is on the kid. And he's also really good at the defensive side of things. He's got everything going. He needs to calm the hell down, I think, mentally on trying to be like Miguel Cabrera Jr. When it's like, dude, no offense, man, but like, don't do that to yourself. Them calling him like the heir apparent of Mel Maguire, of Cabrera, it's like, dude, that was irresponsible by Detroit media. Why would you put that kind of fucking pressure on any young player? Oh, you mean one of the greatest fucking overall hitters ever because he can hit 300 and has over 500 home runs? Do you know how many people have that in baseball history? 2. Hank Aaron and Miguel Cabrera. That's it. Those are your guys with the fucking 300 career batting average and 500 plus home runs. I'm pretty sure there might be a couple more, but like it's not a big list, and I think there might be like over 500 doubles included, because that just shows like a very complete hitting spectrum for a hitter. There might be a couple other guys with the 500 and 300 average, but again, everyone that'll be listed is literally one of baseball's biggest legends. What's up? What's up, Spider? What's up, JJ? How you guys doing? So you kind of. The way that the media kind of was like trying to present Torque probably fucked him up a little bit inside. 3-1 count, runner gets over to third.
Huge improvements, batting average, contact, and power.
Yeah, it's just I don't like when people do that to guys.
That's up 2-1 fastball.
So it's just that's a crazy, like, imagine. And the whole fan base is you know what I mean? Like, I felt for Torque, man. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody who had 1 year of minor league development. It's like a half a year, basically, kind of. What do you have, like, that year that he got drafted? No, you don't really do anything. You have he had the COVID year, they didn't do anything. And because minor league baseball didn't play. And then he had the, like, year of 2021, where he moved very quickly into AAA, and then they moved him up immediately. That's not enough time, in my opinion. Pitch clock, it's got some kinks, but it's working out mostly fine. It sped the game up, which is important. Players should have it pretty well figured out by the next 20 days. That'll be 2 on, runners at the corners, 2 outs for the Tigers. Here's Knapp, who's already got a pretty good hit in this game. Oh, no, he walked. Never mind. He was a walk earlier. He started the major scoring run. 4-1, bottom of the third. The Cardinals are making a pitching change here. Pitching change. Jake Walsh will replace Gordon Graceffo. We're in the bottom of the third. Tigers lead 4-1. Let's commercial break real quick. I like the pitch clock rule. I noticed that younger players have no problem with it. Have you ever? By the way, look at the gap of the people who are having problem with the clock and who aren't. Minor league players have no issue with this because they've already spent a year with the clock. It's the older players that are getting called for violations more often. It's quite interesting because have you noticed when the younger guys come in, there's almost no problem with the pitch clock. It's like zero, zip, zilch, nada. But it's like the first 5 to 6 innings of the game is where you'll see issues. And if you see a veteran pitcher or something come in, they'll occasionally make mistakes. Veteran hitters who didn't spend a lot of time in the minors last year. But guys who basically didn't see any pro time, they're like, psh, I didn't have any problem. Like they asked Matt Manning if the pitch clock was part of the reason he lost control on that pitch that hit Justin Turner. He's like, no, I've pitched with a pitch clock for most of my pro career so far. I have no problem with it. The ball slipped. It's just like, no, pitch clock had no impact on that ball coming out of my hand. He was set. He even looked twice around. Like, I was like, why? How are you blaming pitch clock? What part of this from Matt Manning looked rushed yesterday? No, the ball slipped. It's fucking early in the year, and he tried to throw a fastball inside, and he lost control of it. Dude felt so bad he took himself out of the game for a minute. It was bad, dude. That was a bad hit. He's okay, by the way, for the most part. Sounds like he just got a pretty bad concussion and cut above his eye. I don't think he broke anything, so I haven't heard that he did. Justin Turner, anyway. Strike one to Knapp. Ooh, that doesn't look like it should have been called a strike. But I guess when you're up 4-1, you should probably swing if it's anywhere near the zone. Swing and strike going too. Not looking good for Knapp to start off the at bat. Hey, we're all the way up at 17 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. We're doing good. Just 3 likes away from the like goal, so appreciate you. Very kind. 0-2, fouled it away. Runners are at the corners. Just to remind you, there are 2 away. It is the bottom of the third. It is 4-1. Tigers have a 3-run lead. 6 stitches and swelling, but nothing broken. Yeah, that's the benefit. Nothing really got fucked up.
Has the most major league experience of any.
You know, I could probably prevent a lot of this by like turning on a literal 2-second thing where all I have to do is see one message and I go timeout, and he doesn't have any literal power. All right, that's the end of the inning. But I don't want to put 16. Yeesh. But I don't really want to prevent anybody else from wanting to type quickly.
Thanks for having me today, Dan.
All right, Daniela Bruce is going to be a big part of our broadcast this year.
But most human beings don't need, more than 2 seconds to send a single message. It would completely prevent my hatred of spamming and take away one of my biggest frustrations with streaming. I wonder what the solution for them would be if I did that. Yeah, it doesn't affect you guys. They can, if they want to pay me money and fuck around like that, then I don't really give a fuck. But, then I have your money and I don't really care. Not my problem. You're the one who played yourself. Congratulations. What's up, Andrew? Hey, I remember you, Andrew. You came around a lot last year, right? The name's very familiar anyway. I feel like your logo used to be purple too. That's crazy that it changed. I don't know why I strongly remember that. I think it's because it's just when I see lowercase names often, for some reason, I think they stand out in my head. I have no idea how I remember that compared to a lot of other people. Yeah, a fucking stupid brain that is very good. I'm going to try slow mode for a minute. I'm going to see what that does for this guy's trolling efforts. I'm sorry to do this to everybody. It's nothing personal. But I don't think you should need more than 2 or 3 seconds to send a message anyway. And if you're sending messages quicker than that, then you fucking slow down. Just mainly because I want to see what their method is. Do they just come in and put in one big blurry message and then just leave? Because it's like, well, I guess that's your thing, dude. What do I gotta do again? Oh yeah, I gotta go into this. Into here. Hey, 17 likes again though. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help get us to the like goal. I don't want to open that. This. Slow mode, 2 seconds. Save. There we go. No one's gonna need more than 2 seconds, and I have more than enough time to ban this person. There I have mods, but I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of people watching. No, I have mods that are watching and that are part of the channel.
He's different.
But
the slider's different. The curveball he threw to the right.
Well, it's kind of like a D- mod squad.
One of the last at bats was incredible. You didn't.
Because I can moderate 24 people all by myself, for the most part. But if it gets any larger, I'd have to start deputizing people. But like unholy people like Jags Nation would have to get power because I've known him for a while. Oh, see, how was the pitch to Knapp in the previous inning a strike, and that's a ball. 2-0. Jordan Walker's up. Uh-oh.
He just couldn't wait to get started because he felt like
he's one of their best players.
Getting to where he wanted to be in 2021 when he got hurt, and now he feels
best
like
young players, I'm pretty sure.
To bring back.
And it wasn't that
2-0 pitches is a little bit low.
Hopefully the audio isn't too loud for anybody from the thing. It's like not blowing anything out.
With Federer, they didn't have the stuff. They didn't have the biomechanics.
I'm just very curious as to how this works. You should begin. The 2 seconds shouldn't prevent anybody from saying anything, and type as fast as you'd like to. Generally, it's fine, but this is a very curious thing. I think he's only going to be able to send one or two messages and get banned. That's got to bother him.
6'7" or 6'8".
Do I play? No, I'm tone deaf.
Boyd is just
3-1.
He was smart before.
I can't keep rhythm for a very long time, and I don't really hear well out of my right ear. So I was born hard of hearing, and it like completely tanked any musical ability. What's up, Dre? Hey, I appreciate you, man. We're getting closer and closer to the light goal. Sounds like a base hit for Jordan Walker. Sons of bitches. He's hitting 409 plus now because of the hit. 429.
If he can hit 95, and he's controlling.
Yeah, he's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. Feels like a pretty safe bet there, Braves fan. No, now he's hitting 415. Jesus.
Not everybody has to have it. Harrison Bader is a good kind of a good example of a guy who doesn't.
Cardinals always have really good prospects somehow. I don't know how it's possible.
At the top of the strike zone.
Ball one outside.
To go with all the other stuff that he's got, though.
Do you think the Lions take, or do they trade in? Either Christian Gonzalez or Joey Porter with the 6. I think that'd be a smart move. And then with your other pick, fuck, I don't know. Like a really good, maybe trade back and take a linebacker, or yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't really It feels like they need a linebacker and they really need a corner. That's like really good.
Pitch off the plate inside. I said Harrison Bader. Josh Hader.
I was looking at you like, Harrison Bader's pitching now?
He's pitching now. Josh Hader. But he was a guy that, doesn't have great RPM, spin rate on his fastball, and gets still plenty of swings and misses at the top of the strike zone. But the point being, it's not a be-all, end-all. But for Matthew Boyd, it was an area where he wanted to have better spin, higher spin rate on his fastball so he could use it at the top of the strike zone.
Exactly. And that's the fourth quadrant that now he can work in, as opposed
we got 3-1 count here. Runner at first, 1 away.
And if he's got velo back up to 93, 94, 95,
that looked like
massive.
Start of the season stuff right there.
Yeah, which is scary because we still got
Genter.
High fly ball deep down the left field line off the bat of Yepes in the corner, right over the foul pole, and then foul.
Oh, foul ball, thank God.
It was caught. How about that?
Oh, caught it.
Carpenter. He disappeared from our view.
Hey, we made it out.
The ball had gone foul and out of his reach, but the next thing you know,
yeah, it looks like it.
Says he caught it.
Kerry needs to do a lot more of those things because,
I think the little thing helped because he only got in 3 messages compared to his normal like 7.
He needs a lot of work in there. So, but his calling card, his tool, is the bat.
Right.
And that hasn't come.
Hernandez, right before the season began.
He's not gotten locked in. He's got to hit some bombs here to kind of.
Just kind of one of the random people like Jonathan and Brett. Well, no, they still have Scope, and Scope's at the World Baseball Classic, which is why he hasn't been around. 0-1, which is probably why Baez is gone too. Now, I think officially.
Well, does it ever now? You see those guys with the pink slips on their locker. It's like,
for the guys who are left, they realize
0-1.
hey, you know, as he said, we're
2 down here.
from a workout to get ready for opening.
Kerry Carpenter made a nice play out there. 0-2, another foul ball.
like, there's guys in camp right now that are still here with guys.
See if we can get a nice out.
They're not going to make the team. He's already communicated.
Yeah.
You know, these guys know that they're here to soak up the reps, show what they can show while they're here, and get ready for their season. So that when that cut comes, it's not going to be a heartbreak. I think.
And a strikeout. Let's go to the top of the or bottom of the 4th coming up. There we go. Good job, Tigers. Much better game effort here so far. Bottom of the 4th coming. Oh, I gotta mute this. Yep, bottom of the 4th, 4-1 Tigers lead. We'll see how they do with Kreidler, Hernandez, and Maton coming to the plate. Kreidler, Hernandez, Maton, 9-1-2 for Detroit here in the inning. All right, commercial break coming up soon. Who are we starting at third base? I think it's Maton's expected to start at third. Hopefully, Jack, ready to go, mid-season form. That'd be idea. maybe Baez too. Mid-season form. Carpenter, he could very well wind up making the team over Baddoo. It's just the only thing that's troubling is he's not hitting very well. And neither really is Baddoo, so. The real funny thing is Parker Meadows has hit better than both of them. And it's like, I don't know, his older brother also made the major leagues very, very quickly. And I wonder if it might be like a genetic thing where Parker might very quickly make it to the major league level. Because again, he's hitting 316. He's having a very good. He's played great outfield. He's hit the ball very well. Like in starting lineups against like starting regular pitching. It hasn't just been like feasting off bad pitching. It's been like he's hitting fairly well off of like starters, like starting in the regular lineup quite often, like he is again today. I'm huge on the Lions this upcoming year, so doing more research on that. So I don't know how much. Yeah, I've been on the Tigers a lot. I've been getting in the last little bit. What do you think they do, Andrew? What do you think the Lions end up doing with their 2 picks? Anyway, bottom of it'll be the McGreevy, Michael McGreevy. Michael McGravy's pitching now. McGreevy. I don't know how to say his last name. Mainly just because baseball names are never said the way that they're actually, they look. Very rarely, anyway.
Kreidler leads off for the Tigers.
All right, here's Kreidler.
Tigers with a 4-1 lead, joined by Chris McCoskey of the Detroit News, kind enough to join us in the middle.
Hey, Chris McCoskey. 0-1 count though.
Strike on the inside corner. We were talking, Chris, right at the
Won't
very
Kreidler
end of the inning. Why
barrel it up, put one out.
So disappointed about
make this lead a little stronger. Strike 2. Not exactly ideal.
Not so much that he was disappointed in getting, because he knew that was coming. He could see the writing on the wall.
Kind of wondering what we're gonna do with that outfield though.
He got in the tail end of 5 games. He got 5 at bats, 5 plate appearances.
Wonder who like the 4th guy. Is it gonna be Carpenter, Baddoo? Is it gonna be maybe Parker Meadows on a shocking kind of situation? Anyway, 9-1-2 due up for the Tigers. This inning it'll be Kreidler, Hernandez, and Maton. Ball 1 to Kreidler, so it's 1-2.
That was a pretty strong message that was delivered today. Like you got to get going. There's a lot of responsibility on you, and it was kind of a boot in the butt, so to speak, for him to kind of go down and get to work, not pout, go down and get to work.
And to be honest with you, letting him come in here and spam every 5 minutes also drives up the interactions on the stream, so it actually brings in more traffic and pushes me more into the algorithm. So overall, it's not actually a bad thing to have this guy spamming.
There certainly is, and
I mean, if you really think about it, that's how YouTube kind of operates. It's operating on a notion of any interaction is a good interaction with your content, even if you leave dislikes, likes, whatever way, you spam, you do negative things. It only helps the content creator, because some people used to troll and really fuck people's shit up. But like, damn, all you're doing is driving up my chats received per hour. Damn, you got me. 1-0. This minor inconvenience that I just gotta go boop boop kind of just helps me out a little bit. Anyway, 2 down now. Maybe they're just a super misguided fan, and they're just like, well, I'm helping. This is just the best way I know how to help. And that kind of makes it nice. Anyway, Hernandez flies out. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Oh, he grounded out. Crider flew out. This is why I need the medium, the visual way to watch a game. I assume every out's a ground out. I don't know why I do that. Called strike to Maton. 20 likes? Hey, there we go. I appreciate that, everybody. We try to hit 20 likes on every stream. You know, kind of can be random with the spring training streams. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and thanks for leaving a like. Quickly 0-2 on another swing and strike here by Maton.
So this is their time. Now they can
Oh, the first one was a called strike. That shouldn't have been called strike. That was out of the zone. Ball 1 in the dirt. I thought he swung at the first pitch. Seeing where it was, I was like, yeah, they wouldn't have called that. And then I looked over and went, they actually called that shit a strike. Wouldn't have called that for the Cardinals, because, you know, I seen they didn't do that in the last half inning.
Both have fastballs. Pitchers keep throwing them.
Come on, let's go, Maton. Let's see a home run. He's 2 for 2 today, though, so I guess I'm being greedy. He can get out if he feels like it.
0-2, fly ball center field deep. Tracking it, Gomez looking into the sun, and that ball is over his head. And
hey, another hit by Maton.
On one big hop, disappeared right in that
rule double.
Signage out there, but not a good play by Gomez.
Yeah, kitty cat is the reason Tom Brady's gonna not retire or unretire.
That ball easily got over his glove and hopped over the wall.
Unfortunately for Dolphins fans, he chose a kitten.
With the wind, he couldn't get there.
Would Ron Garden hired
Dobie Gray.
Dobie Gray drifting away.
Travis Demerit, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, he chose a kitten over Miami. If you're a Miami fan, you got to be feeling really bad about your team right now. 1-0.
Oh, he's a beauty.
Like, damn.
You don't miss him.
We could have had Tom Brady if he didn't adopt a kitten.
Your day was better if you saw Ron Garden.
Doesn't seem like that big a deal. Like, it'd almost be a full-grown cat by when the season started.
Green has been lifted. Michael Papierski, one of the 8 catchers.
That's the funniest part. It's like, it won't even be a kitten by then. Hey, we got a hit by pitch. We got 2 on. There we go. Here's Austin Meadows now with a. Looks like they took Riley Green out for some reason.
All at the WBC. It was only a lot of drills.
Papierski hit for Green. I don't know why they took him out.
In terms of his defense, you were the one who said, "Hey, watch this guy.
I guess maybe it's because, I don't know.
The actions are good. The arm is not so good.
Maybe Papierski is one of the next guys to get cut, and they want to get him some quality bats here. But he got hit by a pitch, so 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th, 4-1 score. Called strike 1 to Austin Meadows. Ball 1 up high. 1-1 count. Let's see what Meadows does on the next pitch. Hopefully turn it into the seats. Do something with it.
There are so many directions AJ Hinch can go with the.
Hopefully he gets the rust knocked off here pretty quick. That was a rough season for him.
Some of these guys are going to just.
There is, Ace, and I'm trying to find the joke, and I don't know where quite yet it is, but it'll show. Somebody will make it. 2-1.
Just 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, so I think they're there to be won, these positions, and I think as we get
Come on,
these things
hit it.
Start to make themselves.
Yeah, he flew out to left field. Not exactly what I wanted him to do. He not a fly out. I'd rather it have gone, into the seats, but that's pretty close. Anyway, gotta mute that and pause that. 4-1. It's the top of the 5th coming up. Top of the 5th coming up. It'll be Gorman, Kinzer, and Motor, I think. Motor. I don't know exactly how to say it. 6, 7, and 8 do up for the Cardinals. Gorman, Kinzer, and what I think is Motor, but could be Motter. Yeah, top 5. Tigers lead 4-1. Bum 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 bum. This game's going at a pretty good speed today. Damn, that 2-second thing's fucking this dude's whole swagger up. He's like, damn it. He's only able to get a couple in before I can get his ass entirely. I like my 2-second penalty rule now. I feel very powerful with this. You should have hit one to the Meadows. I like that. It's funny. By the way, if you're a normal person, this 2-second thing should have no impact on the way you type. Unless you somehow type incredibly quick, then I do apologize. But you can wait 2 seconds. It's not that big a deal. This chat doesn't move fast enough for you to be spazzing like that. And I don't speak short. I'm very long-winded, so you don't have to ever worry about, you know, not having enough time. Is the game already coming back? Holy shit. Must be a bunch of changes about to happen.
For the Tigers,
Hill pitching for the Tigers.
Joined by Chris McCoskey. We appreciate Chris dropping in middle 3 innings. Hey, he's got work to do covering this team, but he's willing to stop in and offer some of his insights. Garrett Hill is on the mound for the Tigers. There are so many position battles to talk about, and the composition of the bullpen is certainly going to be of great interest. But
Brendan Davis replaces right fielder Austin Meadows. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, there was a couple things.
Always made the point. Hey, just remember, he's usually getting a lot of extra.
1-1 count to Gormont.
In between his appearances out of the bullpen, but
Isaac Pacheco replaces.
We talked about
Isaac Pacheco's in.
He was firing
Replaces.
And it made for a very intriguing possibility for a guy to work out of the bullpen.
They did a bunch of confusing things.
Except that hasn't sustained. Like that velo came when he changed his delivery.
They did a bunch of confusing things. I don't know what the hell they did.
Wind up like old school,
I can't even follow it. I'm going to be honest with you.
And he hasn't really been able to sit there much.
All I know is Pacheco's in, and I think Mayton was subbed out for.
In the starts, which is very good. That's also coming from him.
Yeah, Mayton was replaced for Pacheco.
Last year, he's stronger.
2-2 count to lead off hitter Gormont. We Gormont, Kinzer, and Motter 6, 7, and 8 here for the Cardinals. Let's see if the Tigers can get some outs.
Such a thoughtful young man. But just
oh yeah, Fudge. I think Cabrera's on is currently at the.
You're a starter and you had
damn it, in play no out. That's not good.
You did a lot of things well last
I think Miggy's on his way to the World Baseball Classic. It's already there.
Homered off Matthew Boyd, the only hit that Boyd get up in 3 sterling innings of work. Single here to start the 5th.
And Gorman has another hit.
There is that adjustment from.
He's responsible for the sole Cardinals run with the homer off Boyd.
Preparation in your bullpen and your workouts versus a reliever where you are now trying to learn.
Here comes the number 7 hitter Kinzer. So now it'll be Kinzer, Motter, Motor, or and Gomez.
5th inning, or say of the game that you're being called into.
You can make that as hard or as easy as.
See what happens.
I feel like I've known guys.
One on, nobody out.
Had the hardest time ever, getting used to that role. Other guys, Michael Fulmer didn't really have that big of a problem. He figured
Good
it
double
out.
play.
So I know, I get it. All that stuff is an adjustment. You have to learn how to.
Good job. Strike one to start off the at-bat.
Guys have done it, man.
I hope when people realize Cabrera leaves, Comerica Park is going to have like 100 or 10 people. Well, hopefully the team's a little bit better by then, so we don't have to worry about that.
These guys who are going to make the team as a bridge guy, you're gearing up for 3-4 innings. So it's not like
They kind of need to win some games this year.
which is a whole different ballgame.
Right.
So
They could, Joseph, especially when the game starts getting a little bit later into the game. That'll be a foul ball. The counter remain 0-2.
how and when does
They
that
could,
start?
Joseph. It is spring training, and if you guys have better young players than we do, which is very possible,
Base hit was just a
then you guys might win this one.
strike, nothing
Yeah.
breaking ball.
And that really is
Another foul ball. It'll be 0-2 still.
I mean, for him and Brisky both.
Tigers hopefully trying to get a double play ball here, but you know, staying up in the zone is definitely not a way to get that unless you think he's gonna like swing over top of it, pound it into the ground.
Foul, and that will get over the screen down to our right, just to the left of the Tiger dugout.
You got to be careful too when we're watching these games or when I'm tweeting, writing about it. Like we don't know what they're working on. You know,
Kind of setting up for either inside or outside low though. Let's see what they decide to do here with Hill.
Alexander just got 800 feet of home run off his slider, and his slider's like his worst pitch.
You guys broke it down as like 842 feet.
I counted. I went out there. And
Hey, they struck him out, one away.
No, but I said, I don't want you to punch me in the face, but were you kind of working on the slider?
Swing and a miss on a high fastball. So that was a good.
Oh, they went high again. Damn, they just stayed up in the zone against that guy.
Strikes out.
Right by him. He definitely is trying to get that slider, and I can see why he wants
a
that
pitch
slider.
that he just hates, right?
He hates it. He can't get it. He's tried his whole life to get it.
Here's Motters or Motor. Not really sure exactly how to say the guy's
I
name.
think I got my changeup now. You aren't going to ever have a changeup. Just admit it. Get over it. Get past it. I think if Tyler can get that slider to work, though, it's a good weapon against lefties.
So he kind of got. I mean, he's always had it, but he really tried to separate.
Taking a while to throw his first pitch.
Slider a few years ago, and he did. I thought
the cutter got just so good.
Got so good.
Yep. He doesn't pronate. He hurt himself pronating on the
Ball one inside.
Pop foul out of play off the bat of Taylor Motter. 4-1 Tigers.
Motter, okay.
One out for the Cardinals.
Quick aside on Taylor Motter.
Yep.
Do you know that he was at the Tigers?
No, it's foul ball 1-1.
Or the Gong Show where they have tryouts, they open tryouts just a couple years ago.
Thank you to anyone tuning in. Hopefully you're having a good afternoon and all that.
True story.
Very kind.
Trying to make it at age 33, parts of 5 seasons in the major leagues.
2-1 count.
Fastball up 2-1.
But Tyler with the pronation problems, and it hurt his forearm. If you can't pronate, you can't throw the cutter or the slider, really.
So he's taking care of that.
Knock on wood.
Swing and a miss. Fastball by this. And Chris, this fastball, which is consistent 94, 95 today, it does play up, it seems like, for Garrett Hill.
Spin.
Sorry, a weird noise.
Like the fastball is his calling.
Anyway, 2-2 count.
Change up too that he hasn't thrown it too much today, I don't think. I'm not looking at the numbers, so I'm going blind here.
Thank you to whoever subscribed or anything like that.
Can I just tell you this too? Yesterday when we were at Fort Myers at the Red Sox Fenway Park South, they have no Hawkeye set up, so there's no.
Another foul ball. Could use a strikeout here.
Every team had to have it.
Let me tell you something. I don't know how to watch baseball
Ground ball.
without it anymore. It's ridiculous. I'm retraining myself. Like, okay, the batter looked bad on that pitch, so I must have had some good ride.
The various apps use is the MLB research app. What is it that you use? Statcast.
I use Statcast.
Guy likes to work up in the zone. Garrett Hill does.
In-game data that you can get.
Another foul ball.
Borders on unbelievable.
And you know you're missing it when it's not there. You feel it.
Swinging a foul. I miss the monitor in these spring games because I want to see what the guys. I want to see what the guys' pitches are doing. I want to see what they look like, and you could just tell the fastball life and the slider break and the sharpness on his pitches. I miss that, and that we had the MLB research tool on during the game.
The Tigers do decent enough this year. Yeah, I mean, like flirt with the playoffs would be nice, but not really expected.
Kind of found out yesterday. It's just fun to watch the game.
2-2 count here. One away for Motter.
Swinging a pop up.
They popped him up. Cool.
It's funny, you guys who write about the team, talk about beat writers.
Sounds like it was an easy play. 2 away. It sounds like he fouled out. It sounds like a pop up to the catcher.
Trying to figure out.
Here's Gomes. Or Gomez, sorry.
Numbers, right? To make sure that they're meaningful and not just throwing a lot of numbers out there.
Both of us have the same audience. Like there's
right.
There's
Let me
guys
go check.
who love that stuff and eat that stuff up.
Gomez, yeah, okay.
Guys in my generation, I won't put you in my generation.
0-1.
But they couldn't care. I mean, they want less of that. They don't tell me what a guy's war is. That means nothing to me.
Right. They want a baseball story. Yeah. So you walk that line very well.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how well I try. But
2 down here, top 5. Runner at first, and it's an 0-2 count now with 2 away.
Right.
Tigers looking to get to the bottom of the 5th with a 3-run lead intact. Looking to add to it in the bottom of the 5th, make it even larger than 3.
That tied him up. That was when you see a guy living inside. Yeah, that's Boyd was throwing his slider inside to right-handers today.
Good hitter right here. Moises Gomez led the minor leagues with 39 home runs last year.
Damn.
Looks like he could hit a few. They have a well-fed team.
39 home runs. That's quite a bit down in the minors.
Number 67, Walker.
Every time the Tigers play the Cardinals, I take a look at how successful this organization is. It is really impressive. They have made the postseason 6.
Tremendous amount of young manpower.
They've had one losing season since 2007.
That's amazing.
I mean, it just the consistency, and I know people.
1 and 2.
Well, guess what? They've got a philosophy that works.
You know what? It's a philosophy that it's adjusted through time too.
Right.
I mean, they weren't always a metric team. They were as old school as they come, but they grew
2 and 2.
I mean,
A couple bad pitches here in a row. Hopefully we get it back together and fix it.
They've got to make these moves. The Cardinals' goal is to always have a window of contention, and I would say they've done it better than anybody.
Hey, a strikeout to end the inning. Let's head to the bottom of the fifth, shall we? Torkelson, Carpenter, and Meadows. Torkelson, Parker, and Meadows due up here in the bottom of the fifth. The score is 4-1 Tigers. We'll see what the Tigers do. Hopefully, Torque maybe does something. We'll see. Stretch out a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Trying to de-stiffen a little bit there. Ooh, sitting down, not moving for a minute. Always gets you tired. Hey, 21 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Stream's doing really well. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Now we just sit and kind of have to wait for the game to pop back on. Will I watch the World Baseball Classic? Probably not, Razul. I don't really like it. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I just never really cared. If Team America makes it to like the ending, I might watch it, but I'm kind of not a big fan of like weirdly enough, I don't really care much for like big international tournaments. I'm like, bleh. It's cool to know who won, but for me, outside of that, that's about as big as it is. It's just like, oh, it's cool to know that this team won. I guess they're the best at baseball till the next one. Like, I can't tell that I'm gonna guess Japan won the last one, but I could be very wrong on that. Oh shit.
Torkelson will cruise into second.
Hey, Torque hits a double.
Double here in the fifth inning.
Here we go, Torque. That's what you needed. That's what we needed to see from him. Torque comes in, hits a double to start off the bottom of the fifth.
Drove it up. That's the thing that we're seeing with Riley Green now, hitting so many.
Nice to see that.
The opposite field, center and opposite field. That's going to unlock.
I'm guessing Torkelson will leave the game, and someone else will come in and play for him.
Chris, and I know you were talking to Spencer Torkelson as well, but I think Spencer Torkelson feels good about his at-bats right
Carpenter's
now.
up with the runner at second and nobody out.
He likes the contact, and he feels like he's seeing the ball well. And whenever you hear a hitter say that, that's usually a good sign.
When he hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Excuse me.
Pitch fastball from John Duran.
Yeah, Tiger's doing pretty good so far. Having at least a good start to the game.
8 miles an hour into right field for a clean single. Wow. That tells me.
Line drive, base hit off the bat of Kerry Carpenter.
Hey, Kerry Carpenter singles too. Tigers off to a hot start this inning off McGreevy. It's first two-men reach on consecutive pitches. So Torkelson reach, Carpenter reaches. We'll see what Parker Meadows does. Maybe he'll keep the hitting party alive.
No, he was not going to do it.
Carpenter with a sharp single to right. His day comes to an end.
So yeah, pinch runner Lipschitz did replace Torkelson, and Kerry Carpenter is getting pinch ran for. Kind of what I thought was going on.
Over to third, that means that you just didn't see it.
I mean, I looked up and he's just lollygagging. I thought, come on now, you're trying to make a team.
Parker Meadows takes first pitch, ball 1.
Torkelson, we always say, oh yeah, I worked hard in the offseason.
It might be runners at first and third right now.
He built a gym in his garage. He's got his home full service gym
In his garage.
In his garage, he got up at 7.
Parker Meadows is up.
And hit and fielded at ASU from 7:30 to noon. Came back, ate some lunch, took a nap.
First and third, nobody out.
Every day.
He looked physically stronger.
I know,
didn't he?
He is. You can see it, but you put that out there, it's like, wow, best shape of his life.
Nope, I wasn't going there. I'm just saying he looked physically
Stretch a little bit.
About it. But you still have to hit the pitches, and he's doing better. I was worried about the velo, honestly, because even at the beginning he was tardy on velo. But when he hit the 100-mile-an-hour,
Gamecast is so delayed right now.
Both he and Riley Green said, spring is all about for them, just getting the timing on the fan.
Oh shit, Cubs and Rangers at 3:05.
Yepes comes in, makes the catch in shallow left. Lipsius starts to go home and quickly down to second. Good base running. Boy, that is aggressive as we have seen.
Hey, there we go, Kerry Carpenter.
Runner for Carpenter. Austin
Carpenter's pinch runner.
Goes down to second base. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I think he was trying to draw that throw from the outfielder. That would have allowed Lipsius to score.
So it'll be second and third on a weird stack kind of fly thing, but
League's pinch running for Carpenter.
so one out, runner.
We'll see going to first to second on a soft fly ball to shallow left.
Well, the outfielder caught it funky too. He caught it on the side.
Andrew Knapp takes a strike on a check swing. They appealed down to third. He went too far.
Strike one to Knapp.
Still McGreevy on the mound. This is a former first-round pick just a couple of years ago. So if the Cardinals picked you with the 18th pick overall, this is somebody to keep an eye on because they know how to develop people.
You know who's pitching well for the Cardinals? Is probably
Carpenter's still base running. So Kerry Carpenter's still out there running.
2-year contract last year.
Knapp is up with one out and runners at second and third. So a couple ducks on the pond. We got two in scoring position. Hopefully we can pick them up.
He's got a shot.
Here's Knapp.
Do some things for them this year.
Well, good for Drew.
Heck yeah, good man. Really good man.
Always liked him when he was here. He's now 32 years old. Just looking at his year last year. That's interesting.
He was, they said he was like
1 and 2, foul ball.
days away from winning
What's up, Edward?
the 5-starter spot, and
How you doing?
up a little bit and had to sit out for a while. Cardinals have, I think they told me like 19 guys in the WBC.
Line drive slicing down the left field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will. Into the corner.
Hell yeah.
Out of Andrew Knapp, and that's going to score 2.
That's 6-1 Tigers lead. It'd be a double.
Behind Lipsius, and it's a 2-run double for Andrew.
There we go.
Knapp.
2-run double for Knapp. So the Tigers will go up 6-1. Top of the lineup coming up. Runner at second and only one away. Here comes Hernandez. Maybe he gets pinched hit for. We'll see. I'm glad to hear you're doing good.
That's incredible. That's why we're seeing a lot of their, minor league guys.
Oh, that's okay. I was gonna say the Cardinals don't seem to have a very good roster right now, but then I'm like, oh, they said 17 or 19 guys in the World Baseball Classic. That's a crazy number. That explains quite a bit. Ball one.
With that name, you can play for any country.
Pretty sure he's the only nuke bar on the Japanese roster.
I think, didn't they say he's the first kind of American-born player to be on the national team there?
Probably, right?
I think so.
I think Ryan Kreidler's up now. Wait, what?
His mom is Japanese.
Oh, Kreidler bats ninth. Sorry.
She was a foreign exchange student in this country.
My fault. Kreidler bats 9.
Here, but gets to play for Team Japan. I mean, what a thrill.
That'd be awesome.
Anyway, runner at second, one away. 6-1. Tigers played both of the last two guys in scoring position. Let's see if they can pick up Kreidler.
This is 400 hours across the globe.
Pretty sure Lars is not on the roster bubble.
He's going to make it.
Green doubled in a run, and then it's just kind of been manufacturing the runs all afternoon.
How much? I mean, I know Ryan Kreidler was not making any excuses about his.
I don't think it's been just doubles and singles and
But the injuries had to be.
good base running.
He was using none of that as an excuse. He said, "That's on me. I just didn't perform."
Yeah,
So in a ground ball foul, but it had to be.
Foul ball.
Broken hand.
We just scored 2 more on a double by Knapp where he scored. He played a couple runs.
Really good in spring, and after in the beginning of the minor league season as well, and he never recovered from that really But like he said, he's not hurting now, so hopefully he can plug it back in.
3-2 way inside.
I think he's a guy that can really be a help.
4-1.
That's what I'm thinking. If he hits enough, Chris.
I think Kreidler just walked, so now it'll be. Now we're at the top of the lineup. I'm pretty sure. Now it'll be Hernandez.
Shortstop in camp. Because Javi's Javi.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Alan. I know I don't have the greatest, but it's like the Tigers, I think, have just been kind of putting them up. And
he's got a lot of range for a tall guy.
good time. There was like the 3 runs came on a 2-out rally, though, which was pretty nice to see from the Tigers.
Right now,
Bunch of doubles in a row.
I feel like right now.
Isaac Pacheco at the plate. He's going to line run into left field, and that will drop for a base hit.
Hey, Pacheco has a base hit.
First at bat of the day. Single. Everybody move up 90 feet.
12-year-old Isaac Pacheco. I think he's 2 for.
Who do you think is going to play? I think they're going to try Nevin at third base to start, or Maton to start at third base. Hey, a base hit by Pacheco.
And Jermaine Palacios, so all the starters coming out now. Palacios steps to the plate. I would assume we're going to see a little bit of him also with the guys away at the WBC. A little more of him.
I should have mentioned.
I don't think that's Maton. They said Pacheco pretty explicitly.
Dude, they played him a lot at shortstop.
Now up is
He hit the ball a bit last year too.
Yeah, struggles with the Twins, but the minor league track record and then the kind of eye-popping numbers in winter ball certainly suggests this guy can hit a little bit.
Yeah, but again, those are.
well, they're saying it's Nick Maton again, but I don't think that's true.
Come on, it was 400 and over 120 at-bats in winter ball.
I know, and Isaac Paredes was the Mexican League batting champion. I know. We're talking about Austin Meadows with the lazy fly balls. I want to tell you that that's a good sign because all this camp he was getting jammed and he was rolling balls over. He was jamming himself basically. So he's made an adjustment. I don't know if it was with his stance. I didn't look close enough. But for him to start lifting the ball is the first step to him getting back to doing damage because he was just getting ground ball after ground ball.
Bases are loaded though for
We talked a fair amount on this.
Palacios. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure who's exactly up.
If you're a ground ball guy, I'm not saying he is, but the ground ball guys who have power to get the ball off the ground at a good enough clip that you can take it.
Maton just reached. Now he's up to bat. I don't know. I think something broke on the game cast.
Selection too. You got to know which pitches you can drive and get in the air. Ouch.
Now Palacios is hit by a pitch.
Oh shit! Palacios got hit.
On the left arm, he's hurting. That forces in a run.
Hey, Tigers go up 7-1 on a hit by pitch. That kind of is unfortunate.
Palacios taking a little walk. Matt Rankin, this trainer, is going to come out to take a look at that left arm. Everybody moves up.
Out. You've been hit there before. You know what
So I think Pat Pierski's up.
You say, what is this?
What's up, Wade? There's 1 out. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-1 Tigers.
Down to first.
We were talking about the guys hitting the ball in the air. It's not about. It doesn't have to be about changing your angle.
If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. But we've already hit the like goal, so I appreciate it if you have. If you don't, that's fine too. Kind of waiting for the action to stoop.
And you hit it out front a little bit.
Right.
Moten.
Natural release.
Oh, some of the Cardinals are getting hits.
We're going to keep it right here. The Cardinals go into their bullpen. Tigers have a 7-1 lead. Bases loaded.
They're doing a pitching change now.
By my scorecard, only 1 out. I believe that is correct.
Did you broadcast the 13-run inning?
Did.
10 runs in and no outs?
I was thinking, how often do you see? I'm not sure I'd ever seen the first 9 batters in a row reaching to start an inning. So batting around without an out, I don't think I'd seen that. But it went on to 13 batters reaching before there was an out.
We were down underneath talking to Spencer Turnbull.
And you guys are like, what's going on out there?
Spencer was talking and I'm looking around.
All right, we're just kind of waiting for the pitching. There's a pitching change going on right now. That's why it's taking a second.
Going back to Austin Meadows.
Tigers will have the bases loaded with only 1 out. They're up 7-1 currently in this game.
And then another fly ball to left. So you think a good sign, all 3, even though 2 were kind of routine and 1 was a line drive.
Because they were trying to do the same thing. They were trying to get him to jam up. So he's chased. He's either opened up his stance or he stepped back or he did something so that he's not jamming himself. He's able to get the bat head out and get the ball up in the air. Now, you don't want to fly out 20 times either. So hopefully he starts. That leads to him.
Who do I like in the other games later? Oh, I don't. I'm not too sure. I don't really follow other teams' spring training games, to be honest with you.
Guys that are going to play every day. They're counting on him to sit.
Because I just don't know who's playing, who's not playing, who left for the World Baseball Classic. I'd have to look a lot of stuff up. Suarez is now pitching for the Cardinals. Andrew Suarez.
That's a hard no for
Both
me.
make this.
Papierski, the hitter, I'm pretty sure.
4 left-handed hitting, all-field
Right.
only guys. No.
So you'd have Veerling as part of the mix, but that's now you're making it 5 outfielders and probably taking Veerling's strength, which is the ground he can cover in the outfield, and moving him to the infield on a regular basis. Right?
There would have to be something
It'd be nice, Edward.
on the infield to make that happen. I feel like because that doesn't make and you can't give.
That's
It'd be pretty fun if we had one of those.
Like a regular steady diet of DH at bats either. He wants to use the DH to move.
Grand salami.
Right.
And Kerry's got to hit a whole lot better to make that case for himself.
Strike one. That probably should have been called the ball.
Lefty pitching to Michael
7-1 though. Spring training game. Probably got to swing at something that close.
3 more runs in, 7-1 Tigers. Now that's kind of what I was thinking. So somebody making the case that could happen, but I just the other day, and I said, well, I don't know. I was trying to mull over the scenarios, but it really does get down to 4 left-handed hitting outfielders.
It's just untenable.
Yeah.
Like if and those guys aren't like it's not like great hitters. All 4 of them. You know what I mean? They're not established guys. So you have to.
Right.
You can't carry that. I feel like Matan. I say Matan.
Need to move my legs.
I can't help
That's
it.
all right. Hey, I have
0-2.
mental blocks.
Him and
Strike on the inside corner for a called third on Papierski.
Starting to get restless and shit.
I think Matan and Nevin makes sense as a platoon.
Come on.
I think Hernandez because he's a switch.
Ball 1, ball 2.
I
Damn, he
think
threw
could
2
be an
pitches
extra
at one time. That
second
was
baseman.
fast as shit.
I think Scope's going to play second base until he shows he can't.
Yeah, I really thought they might move him around a little bit, but
They still might. They still might. I mean, it's still in the cards. I mean, AJ talks about it all the time.
Right.
But I just feel like
Let's see what we do with bases loaded. Only 1 away.
you know,
Zach Fly would be good here.
average, you know,
And he just took the last pitch and struck out.
second. And that would put you at 2 positions. I feel like.
All right, he strikes out, so we'll probably see Brendan Davis. Ah, well.
Off the glove of the right fielder Walker up against the wall, and that will score 3.
Oh, shit.
Rounding third and heading home is Palacios. He will score standing up. Brendan Davis with the bases loaded triple. Tigers are having a little bit of fun
Goddamn,
today.
we just hit a triple.
10-1 Tigers lead here in the 5th.
First pitch he sees, he hits a triple on. Let's go, Brendan Davis. It's 10-1 Tigers. Bottom of the 5th. Base is empty. Runner at third. 2 away.
Data on that one. Because, you know, I'm a data guy.
Tigers have exploded for 10 runs on 11 hits.
It's not up yet. Wait for it. All your fancy stuff, you'd have had it by now.
Sheesh.
103.7.
I got it.
Oh, it's a double. Okay.
That was pretty good.
They said triple on the broadcast, but that's all right.
Pat myself on the
Yeah,
back.
you should. That's your, like,
10-1 Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. Goodness gracious.
Pitch off the plate away.
1-1 count.
Kind of forget. I mean, Davis,
Here's Lipsius. Lipsius.
about him, but at least I did. Forgot this guy hit 30 home runs a couple of years ago in the minor leagues. He's
Yeah.
still
2-1.
25 years old.
he's looks like he's grown about 3 inches, too, in height. He's taller this year.
I mean, he's tall and thin, but there
2-2 now here quickly on the Lipsius.
I think he's down on the list.
Well, that's insurance at AAA.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Lipschitz at the plate, swinging a foul. AJ was saying nice things about him.
I think it's Brendan Davis.
Here's a guy with good discipline, walks almost.
Unfortunately, not Brandon Davis.
The thing that you talk about with a lot of young hitters is you don't have to change anything. We like your approach.
Right.
And
Don't try to do anything different to make
Like
yourself
Don
worse.
or Den.
Here's a guy who
Unfortunately.
kind of quietly is, I think, very much moving up on the radar, at least for AJ.
Yeah, moved on to it. You know what I mean? That's something. You move on to it.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
See what we get out 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Breaking ball goes
Ah.
away. Lipschitz strikes out. 10 men to the plate, and the Tigers score 6.
Well, we put up a 6th spot. Top of the 6th coming up. Tigers lead 10-1. This game's looking pretty nice. We'll see how the Cardinals respond after giving up a bunch of runs there. Commercial break finally. Let me mute there. It'll be Donovan, DeYoung, and Walker as long as they don't pinch hit anybody. But Donovan, DeYoung, and Walker. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3 for the Cardinals. They have quite the hill to climb starting in the top of the 6th. It's 10-1. Well, at least the Tigers are doing good this afternoon, right? Are you to complain? They look a lot sharper than they did the other day. In the last 3 games, really. Kind of just hope that isn't a sign of like what's to come from this team, and they're going to be like, they do good for a few days in a row, then they'll lose like 3 really bad, and hope this isn't a symptom of a larger problem that could be looming for the team. But then again, I don't know. It's spring training, kind of hard to take away any kind of like patterns. With the players we get from trades, I think Maton, Vierling, and Nevin have to step up. I think those guys are going to be pretty big. And Bias needs to step up. Agreed, Kenny. Consistency would be nice. I don't think Bias is starting the season, SNES, on the fully healthy list. Yeah, I have. I live by Midland, where I think the Great Lake Loons play, one of the Dodgers teams, and I think I'm pretty close to Lansing, where the Lugnuts are. So I'm kind of by those 2 teams. I think the Dodgers and Blue Jays teams. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Mize is gonna play.
Very fluid, I feel like
I like both of them. I think Rogers and I don't know what denomination those are. No idea. You'd have to look it up.
It could come down to that the way it's working out right now.
Tampa Bay and Houston
I know one's for the Dodgers and the other's for the Blue Jays or maybe the Tigers. I don't know. I don't really care about minor league baseball like that to know. 3-0. Don't know how ball 3 was a strike. Or wasn't a strike. I don't particularly care for Rogers, or I think both of them should be the catcher. And
lefties out right-handed. You know, do you want 2 or 3?
I lean Rogers because I think he's a better baseball player. Lugnuts are Blue Jays and the Dodgers are the Loons. Oh, thank you, Alan. There you go.
Foley.
There we go.
Alexander are the 4 for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty low. I don't think they're even double A. I think they're both like high A, single A type places. 3-1, if I'm to guess.
I still don't think that's a lock.
See, that's an interesting one because I think almost everybody assumes that it is a lock just because why would you
draft him if you're not going to at least
Jamer Candelario is a good release. Yeah, I think it was a good idea. High single A. Yeah, there we go.
If he's on there and you keep a guy who
The Lugnuts are the A's.
is that a good move?
No, are they? They might be.
Are young guys.
I've always been told they're the Blue Jays high A team.
You're not going to keep Matt Whistler and cut Mason Englert.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what. So you don't. But then
That works. They could be the fucking A's. I didn't even know the A's had a high A single team. I didn't think they'd pay for shit like that.
At some point, be ready. So how does that? I mean,
Robson? I don't think so. I haven't even heard his name in a while this spring. Holy shit.
I just went, what? When they did it.
I don't know if he's going to.
He's healthy and he's motivated.
You've got single. Which ones are by you?
Why are you going through this?
What's up, AJ?
Through hell and back, basically, the last 3 years with thoracic outlet syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, but there's also the last 3 games where we struggled mightily to do anything. But hey, it's you don't know what team you're gonna get. It could be a little scarier. You're off for the next 3 days. Nice, hell yeah, Kev.
You've been at the pinnacle of this game.
At least you have a nice chunk of time coming off.
So, I mean,
I didn't know that though, Blue. It's good to know. I've always been told it's the Blue Jays team.
I have not made $33 million, by the way.
But that's just it. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you made. If you love it and you can't picture not doing it if you think you still can. Ground ball to short.
Nice.
Hickory Crawdad, that's kind of cool.
Flip over to first. Who is that in at shortstop right now?
We get the out. Oh, we got a force out. Runner goes to second.
Yeah, Trey Cruz. 87? No?
Oh no, we got the runner at second, so 1 away for Jordan Walker with 1 on. Okay.
Serretti.
All right, then.
All right.
Sorry, Danny.
All right.
Nice play.
We got a few kids over from Tiger Town. Cap flew off as he made the play at short. Swing and a miss. Jordan Walker, big cut.
You're good, Alan.
This guy can't. He's got to be a football player.
6'8", 240.
I like Miguel. He's no doubt about it, first ballot Hall of Famer, hopefully unanimously. But you never really know. Baseball writers are pretty hard to figure out. They didn't even vote in Jeter unanimously.
Not in time to double up Walker.
He's gonna be in AAA
Play first base.
when the season starts.
Final transition there and make that part of his game. And
Tigers playoffs haven't been too bad, and yeah, they haven't looked too bad. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I think they're gonna be a little better than I thought they were going to be, which was going to be really bad. 2 down, they get another lead runner, unable to turn 2, it looks like, but they keep the lead runner out. So 2 down. Yep, 10 runs. Yeah.
frankincense is left.
We also, I mean, we could, if everything goes exactly right and a bunch of players, like, you would need Meadows, Scope, and Baez to all turn it around and have really good years at the plate. And then you would need Veerling, Maton, probably Nevin, Riley Green. Yeah, you basically need 7. Or you just need all those guys and Miggy to have a good year. And then you can kind of just whatever the catcher position between Haas and Rogers all year. But you need all those guys to kind of the young hitters to kind of play up to where they to develop into who they could become and who they should become. And then you need all the veterans we have to like not play like shit again like last year.
Shreve is probably ahead of all those other guys. If there's another lefty to be had.
Serretti takes the ground ball to short over to the bag for the force.
That's where I feel about the Tigers. I think that's a guy. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th. And the pitching might be a little suspect this year because all of our pitchers are still kind of banged up. It'll get like better as the year unfolds with pitching. Unfortunate. I'll mute that. Such is life, though. But again, if those things happen, the Tigers actually could be a decent little baseball team. But it would take, it'd take a lot of things all going completely right. TNT game where I live is Philly and Timberwolves. Oh, nice. Banking on Riley. Yeah, I think Riley, Maton, and a couple other guys. I think that yeah, Veerling also should be good, and I also think Austin Meadows will turn it around like big time. But we'll see. You fully expect Miggy to be in a wheelchair for the base running? I mean, that's a good way to do it. Division? Like 3rd or 4th, maybe last. I think we'll be better than Kansas City, and I think we'll be better than Chicago. So probably 3rd. Because I don't know if we're gonna be better than Twins, we probably won't be better than the Guardians. So it's like 3rd place. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Let's see what the Tigers do. It'll be Murr. Oh boy, we got some randoms. It'll be Murr, Maljury, Austin Murr, Ben Maljury, and Andrew Knapp do up as long as they don't pinch hit Knapp. Typically, they don't really do that with catchers at this point in spring training, though. 65 and 97. Hey, that wouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, decent pitchers. I think we're going to win around 70 personally. Maybe nip around 80, but a lot of things have to go right. Yeah, I was going to say, I remember you saying that. You have the Yankees and the Blue Jays to deal with. Red Sox have also had a really good spring, so I don't know. You might want to watch out for them. They might be sneaky good.
Austin Murr at the plate.
What's up, Judge?
I laugh every time I hear you say his name.
I'm going to challenge you. What's your scouting report on Austin?
I don't think it's that mind-blowing. Again, like I explained, if everything goes entirely right, this could be a decent team.
I am. Honestly, if you had Jason...
I mean, what were they 2 years ago? They were clearly on pace to being good, then everything fell apart and collapsed on them last year. I don't even know if they were a bad team last year or if everybody got hurt. like last year we were the injured team, the injury bug team. 2-0 on Mert.
High level in college, and we're
Absolutely.
very good at
It's really hard to figure out what was the actual problem with the Tigers last year.
Right, that's on us.
Yeah.
On me.
Austin Murr last year was at West Michigan, which is now, remember, high A ball, hit 220 with. Well, they walked.
Oh, we definitely had the injury curse last year. It was our turn.
But
3-1.
Serious. Anytime you see somebody who walks more than he strikes out, that is something.
He's got a fighting chance.
3-0 strike on the inside corner.
See, he took 4
Last
pitches,
year.
so yeah, no, 3 pitches.
I thought AJ made a good point today when he was asked about the Tigers' power.
You can almost guarantee once every like 30 years it's going to be your team.
Runs in 11 games, immediately went to, well,
Justin Turner's fine. He just got a concussion.
game plan and an approach that
Nothing's broken. Just got a cut on his head. He's fine.
fastballs, but it's still
Murr walks, so Tigers get the leadoff man on.
enough walks for his taste so far through 11 games.
And spring homers, spring dingers don't translate a lot of times. So we've already seen that. It's just you want to see exactly like you said. You want
He's
to see
fine.
approach. You want to see him
Not like he's dead.
taking balls and driving.
No, he didn't break his skull at all.
Tigers have been average.
Pretty sure the reports came out all he got was a cut on his head and he's got a concussion.
And that's what he's talking about because goodness knows we saw that enough last
No.
year.
I don't think he's expected to miss any significant amount of time.
They're not facing
Maybe like a few games, and then he's good to go.
7, 8, 9 relief.
He had to get 16 stitches, and I think that was about the extent of the damage.
Double-A kids,
Right, and that's why I think when he sees 10 strikeouts a game,
The cut was pretty bad, though. He had a nasty cut on his head. That sucks.
it's a work in progress.
That could be about a bitch, but I mean,
Jerry at the plate,
I've seen a lot worse situations come from people getting hit in the head, so he's fine.
18th round pick a couple of years ago out of Northeastern, hit 230. Can draw a walk to get on base, not much power. First full year in the minor leagues.
Yeah, I know, Blue. I know you were trying to get me with some weird got ya on me or something like that.
The pitch.
But, I don't think he broke his skull. Unless there's new reports came out in the last couple hours that he broke something. But I was pretty much all the reports I'd seen was pretty much best case scenario with that.
Swing and a miss.
Concussion
I don't think he
and cut head.
Is AJ saying something? No.
For the most part, that's all that it can really do is kind of ding you, and because where it hit him in the head, it can only scrape across his eyebrow really good.
You're cheating.
Well,
Especially since I think he wears
I really enjoyed the conversation with you.
especially since he wears one of them
Jason Starr down
whatchamacallits.
on the field today about,
He's a beauty, huh, Jason?
oh my gosh, he's such a good writer. The things that he
Yeah, he was a Dodger, and then
really something. But
yep, that was his
to
yeah.
talk
Welcome
about,
to the
he
Red
said he's
Sox.
spending a lot of time, and there are so many. I mean, I feel like I know this rule, and yet there are so many.
Feel bad for the guy.
clear
That sucks, but, I
aspects
mean,
of
he's
the
only gonna
pitch
miss
clock
by-
rule that I have not considered. That
Well,
you guys are talking about today that make you realize there are still some things that need to be worked out.
There's going to be. There's nuances that were unattended by the rules committee that are showing up. Like when does
If he
the
broke
30
something,
seconds
then,
clock start? That's what.
Not
There's so
fine,
many
then
times you
it's
see
gonna
runners
suck.
are
He's gonna be out for a
just
minute.
Sprinting back to their positions. 'Cause
One away, 1-2 count.
The ball into the gap. The clock is running, and like, oh, and then now these guys in the season. are
Orioles,
looking
Mets,
at their
Dodgers, and Red
charts,
Sox.
Like the positioning charts, and they're going to have to
Good career path,
it's
I
gonna be a
guess.
Scramble, man.
And we're not seeing.
Ooh,
the
I'm tired of this hat right now.
today 'cause we were
Pissing
talking
me
about
off.
this earlier. We're
I
not
didn't-
seeing it reset to 30.
I
Here.
was
We're
the same.
resetting it to. We're seeing it reset to 20 with men on base,
Yep.
or 15 with the bases empty.
That's what I was trying to tell Jason and them. Like, I don't think
Right.
it was starting at 30.
I mean, we're 5-5 or 5-6. We won 5 games.
I told you this on the field today. Riley Green had doubled.
3-2.
Taking the shin guard off, and the ball boy was
And we did our winning before the
He was
Cardinals took all their starters out, unlike other teams when they beat us.
Back in like he always does. He
So-
went one step over the foul line, and the strike call was called.
Our win's actually real. The other team's blowouts are just kind of fake.
Right. Javi's tried to do the right thing by the bat boy.
It's kind of vague and just like, well, good job. You beat our AAA team. Who, congrats, you got better minor leaguers.
Right.
That'll matter in a couple years if you keep everybody.
Nobody's dogging it to get back. They're not stalling.
I think they've been asked the umpire.
Full 3-2 count. Let's see what the next pitch is.
Right. Shock.
And that'll be ball 4. Oh, wait a minute. Why isn't that ball 4?
Some umpire discretion for like the situation where the game ended on a
Yeah.
what could have been a basis.
All right, I guess now it's a full count.
Ended with a pitch clock violation for the hitter.
Well, pitch 4 should be a strike. Okay. They have it mismatched on or mismarked on the screen. Pitch 4 was a foul ball. Stands flies out, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Runner at first. I have no idea who's up at this point. No, Mize had Tommy John surgery. He's out for probably the year. Highly doubt he comes back this year. If he did, it'd be like fucking like for a week in September. But again, there's no reason to rush that. Just sit him out for a year. Hopefully he learns to throw the baseball properly so he doesn't so this doesn't happen again. He's got a very unnatural motion, Casey Mize does. 2-0.
You got to do this. I think it will get smarter as they get into real games. Less punitive.
And hopefully they rework everything about his delivery, some mechanic issues that he's got, the way he grips the baseball. There's a really good breakdown by Pedro Martinez that he pretty much goes, oh yeah, this kid's going to fucking destroy his elbow if he pitches like this longer. And that's exactly what happened. So
I don't want to take away from parts of the game, like the timelessness of the game.
Yeah, Pedro. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm talking about. And if you know pitching mechanics, it's one of them things where it's like, God damn, that's not good. You could like watch it happening as like if you've ever pitched, you're like, yeah, that's not how you pitch right. Because there's an effortless way to pitch where you'll never hurt your elbow or like do minimal damage. Think how long it took Justin Verlander's elbow to finally go. What was he like, fucking 38 years old when it finally popped? And this dude was pitching 9-inning games for his whole career, 40 times a season if he could. Max Scherzer, his elbow ever popped yet? They have very, very good pitching mechanics. Like if you know how to pitch properly, you probably shouldn't hurt your elbow too bad. You might hurt it later in life, and it might need to get repaired, just because it's gonna be tender and shit, just because you use the shit out of it. But again, you shouldn't at like 24 be throwing out your fucking entire out. Like I know it's more common now, but I think the mechanics are also piss poor these days, and I think that leads to a lot of fucking breakdown in the elbow quicker.
Just sorting things out because I think this is when the clarity starts.
I never have had elbow pain, and I used to pitch a lot, so I don't know. I have very good mechanics. That was the only way I made it in baseball was mechanic sounds.
Decide on that our fringe. Windgenner's one of them. You know, Matt Whistler. You know, has he got anything left? Right. You know, I mean.
Last thing I'd ever think about was fucking. I knew I was doing everything right. It made it much easier to play the game.
Those are tough ones. I mean, it's not stuff that makes.
Scooball's expected to be ready to go by July. His was he didn't have Tommy John, did he? What did he? He had shoulder surgery or some shit like that.
That's such a. As he said, we're gonna be doing a deeper dive on.
Because I don't think it was as serious as what happened with Mize.
Swinging a miss, Isaac Pacheco at the plate.
Well, Mize wasn't even that serious either. That's the one reason why I was like, hey, he might come back this year. But I think they've already said he's not. Because Mize had the less severe version of an UCL surgery. Because his mainly lost elasticity more than it snapped. So his elbow basically, it's like a two different.
Later on, as he climbs up through the organization.
Yeah, Scooball's got a good delivery. I think he hurt his shoulder, though. I don't know if he actually hurt his elbow.
Not too shabby.
By the way, if you haven't looked up Scooball lately, that dude put on like 30 pounds of solid muscle. Oh shit! I've clicked the wrong thing. Why is it deleting individual message? What the fuck, dude? That's annoying. Why was it doing that? I was pressing the timeout and it was just like remove individual message. No, I'm not clicking that button. I'm not clicking that button.
Of course, he's probably been playing with the pitch clock.
Fucking retarded system. All right, runners at first and second, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. 10-1 Tigers leading it. And that's going to get down. Pacheco gets another single. That'll drive in a run. It's 11-1. Over to third goes the guy, the man at first. First and third, 11-1 Tigers. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Palacios.
There's some hitters.
Nice to see from the Tigers. A little bit of lively offense here this afternoon.
cold-blooded hitters.
Cold Keith.
Designate, triangulate, external. Exactly,
Every
Ace.
bat. I mean, he's on stuff. He doesn't look.
Yeah, Max was an insane person. Whoever brought that up about Max getting hurt and then starting, yeah. But I mean, he's never really hurt his elbow. Is my main point. Yeah, Max Scherzer was an insane man,
That
Blue.
might not be the organization's opinion, but that's
Still
how I
is.
see it right now.
And again, until
Crazy that him and Verlander are back on a staff together. I wonder if that's going to do anything for the Mets,
Well,
or if it's just going to be a spectacular failure like usual.
ground ball softly to third.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Leland was able to contain him. They threw it away?
That was going to be
That's not
close at first, but he absolutely airmailed
Tigers
that.
score a run, I'm pretty sure. I think it's 12-1.
The score comes Cerretti, and the
Yep,
Tigers
12-1
have a
Tigers.
12-1 lead.
What's up? What's up, St. Louis?
an Olympic
Is this really your guys' best?
track coach to train him in the offseason. A legitimate Brian O'Neill, I think.
What is this?
And he coaches hurdlers.
I don't even want to finish this, but I only got to sit through like 4 more at bat or 5. Oh boy, it's gonna take a minute.
I mean,
Yeah, it's the only stream I'm doing today, so I'll finish this one.
to get that guy over there, I mean,
I don't really plan on doing anything tonight.
signing bonuses are.
Something fucking crazy
Be
happens,
a pitching change here. We're
like
gonna-
fucking Roger signs with the Jets or something. I don't. Oh,
I mean, he was a pretty good example of what
the Ravens are
bringing young kids into camp. AJ
placing the non-exclusive tag on Lamar. Lamar will be allowed to negotiate with other teams and bring an offer back to the Ravens. If Baltimore doesn't match, they lose Lamar and get 2 first-round picks. So basically, Lamar Jackson is able to exclusively enter free agency. The Ravens have given up.
How you get the best hop?
How you get the exactly
12-1. Runners again at first and third on an error there by the Cardinals. It is 12-1. We'll see who's up.
Suggest that they're going to give up on Cole Keith
Right.
at third base because, oh, by the way, there's no true third baseman right now.
I think Pat Piarski's
They'll have
up.
to rotate 30 guys through there this year. And there's not going to be a single guy.
Palacios reaches, so we'll see how it all
100 starts or 100
plays.
100 starts for
100 starts.
sure.
Seems like people are losing interest in the game pretty quickly here as it gets more and more of a blowout.
Let's go by games. I think who will the leader be in games played at third base?
Maton
Yeah.
will be because
I mean,
they face
what
more
will the number be? 50, 60,
at,
70?
at third base.
I think Maton gets the bulk of the starts.
He does because they're going to face
But I think
right-handers
it's at
most
least
of the
80
time.
games. Don't you? If he hits?
Yeah, at third base, maybe. I mean, if you're talking about a great
Hey, we're up to
platoon,
25 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Very kind.
He's going
I
to
don't
face more
picture-
right-handed pitchers than left-handed pitchers.
Sure. Yeah, it's like 2/3, right?
Right. So
There must be a pitching change going on or something because they're taking a long-ass goddamn time to get to the next at-bat.
He's not going to play there against lefties.
What I'm trying to figure out is
Oh,
who's
it's
got a
taking
good score.
forever.
Only if he can't play second base because then Maton goes to second.
Right.
So
Come on, go. What the fuck's going on in the game?
Unless it's kind of an emergency situation.
All right, pitching change. They just decided not to mention that there was a pitching change for some reason.
I'll take
Probably your best second baseman.
I don't even know how the fuck you say this name.
Maton-
In Noahan,
to move Maton to
Paniagua,
Dan is a
Panigua,
left-handed pitcher. Then Maton's out of the lineup.
Okay.
Panigua.
You got somebody you want to play at second base who crushes.
Ground ball softly to short, and that will be out number.
That'll end the inning. Yeah, oh, okay, so we'll go to the bottom or top of the 7th. There we go.
Baseball with you. There's a lot going on. In
All right, top of the 7th coming up. Muting the audio for a commercial break. It'll be top 7. Tigers lead 12-1. It'll be Carlson, Gorman, and Herrera, as long as no one gets pinch hit for. Top 7. We'll see how this plays. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh. I forget how quiet everyone who watches this stream is for whatever reason. No one like ever says anything. It's always really strange how quiet everybody always is, except for like a few people sometimes. It's like people are afraid to say anything. No, if people are gonna start dipping out, I might dip out too. Then I'll watch like I'll watch the 7th inning and then I'm gonna leave. People are just gonna dip out and not say anything. Let's go do something else. If the stream's dying, the stream's dying, and I'm dipping. We could. We very well could. What's up, Charles? Oh, that's crazy. Hopefully it's actually a snow event. I didn't get any goddamn snow, so it wasn't really much of a snow event for me. So we'll see. I got like a light dusting. I didn't get actually any snow. What's up? Generally, I do have a rule, though. I don't really watch blowouts in either direction. This is getting to be fucking really boring. So I'm probably going to be dipping regardless after the 7th. Edwin Useda is in. Oh, yeah, I'll probably unmute this garbage. All right. Ball 1 to to Carlson.
For tickets, go to tigers.com/tickets. Dylan Carlson at the plate. He takes a pitch off the plate inside.
Ball 2, similar missed location by Useda.
Edwin Useda is on the mound.
Useda. Pretty close.
Right-hander swinging a line drive foul. Fastball at 90.
Ball 1 and 2, or 2 and 1 rather. Sorry, got that reversed. Ooh, I'm ready for the regular season at this point.
He's 25 years old. Originally signed by the Dodgers 7 years ago.
Tomorrow we play the Nationals, so that'll be interesting. Uh-oh.
Deep, and that one's trouble, and that ball is gone, a home run.
Oh, damn. We just got served up. It's 12-2. Looks like we got a game now, folks.
Powering fly ball home run to right. And the Cardinal fans in attendance get a chance to cheer a little bit. Their second run.
He threw that right down the middle. That was awful.
Tigers' lead is now 12-2.
89-mile-an-hour changeup right down the middle. That's a home run pitch. Gorman's up with an 0-1 count on a called strike. Not idea, but it's pretty, the score is pretty crazy.
January of this year. The AAA Reno last year, high walks, high strikeouts in his 50 innings of work. Tough to hit. 50 innings, he only allowed 30.
I guess that's a ball somehow. 1 and 2 though, still regardless. He threw 2 pitches at one time.
Who is tougher on lefties than righties, and that will always catch the manager's eye. As Chris and I were talking about, it kind of drops down.
2 and 2.
2 strikes. Look at the final composition of this Tigers bullpen. If there is only one lefty, that means that A.J. Hinch is...
Maybe if we see like a 6-7 run inning from the Cardinals here, it might be worth watching the rest of this.
Get out lefties at a good clip so that he doesn't need that second lefty. Sure get the feeling that...
Hey, look at that. We could suddenly this guy can't pitch. 3 and 2.
2-2. Kind of drops down. He steps like he's stepping almost toward the third base dugout. Comes a little crossfire with a very low delivery. Misses with his third straight outside, breaking ball away, and it's now 3 and 2 on the left-handed hitting Nolan Gorman. 12-2.
And he walked him. Oh, what a great start to this inning. This is going to take forever too. This is getting hard to watch.
Gorman draws a walk.
The ends of these games take so goddamn long because of all these shitty players involved.
Has been. Ivan Herrera will step to the plate. His first at-bat. This is where Kisner was hitting.
Herrera's up now. 1 on and nobody out. 12-2 game.
Joining us in the middle innings today. Partner Jimmy Price.
Called strike 1.
Wish him the very best. Get better, partner.
Herrera, the hitter. Pick-off attempt.
Useda works over on the first base side of the rubber. Extreme first base side. A little sidearm flick over to first to Andre Lipschitz.
Yeah.
Tiger infield has Pacheco at third, Cerretti at short, Palacio at second, Lipschitz at first. The outfield, Murr in left, Malgeri in center.
Oh, another ball. Oh, he's going to keep going.
Misses outside.
No, it's 12-2. Tigers look like they want to give all these runs back this inning, though, because they can't pitch. 1 and 1. Let's see. Let me guess. Another ball.
12 runs on 13 hits. So nice little turnaround from the last home game when they
Wow, guy actually swung 1 and 2.
Half cut. What was that?
All right, there we go. There we go. Strike, always good.
Cutter on the front door.
Just throw another one of them. Would have been a ball if he didn't swing at it, though.
Like a half cut afterthought swing.
The game's getting pretty boring.
The 1-2, swing and a miss, and he strikes.
Hey, a strikeout. Let's go. Herrera down on strikes. Here comes Mater, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Matt Boyd started for the Tigers today and was.
Atlanta Falcons aren't be pursuing him.
No other way to put it. 3 innings of work. Gave up 1 run. That was on a home run.
Damn, Lamar's on the free agent market, though, folks.
Walked none.
If they want to get a,
7. Matthew Boyd threw 43 pitches.
if they want to give up 2 first, that's all they got to do is go sign Lamar up.
He looked in complete command right from the
1 and 1, because the Ravens will get 2 first-round picks in this situation. So we'll see how everything goes.
Unofficially on my scorecard, I had 2 at bats where they count that went to at least 2 balls. So he was filling up the.
It's a 1-1 count for Mater.
Of all 4 pitches, it was.
What's up, Kenny?
Impressive in every
Oh, the
way
score?
for Matthew Boyd today. He said the stuff is sharper, the changeup is better, and again,
Ball.
we saw
2 and
all
1.
that and more. No walks and 7 strikeouts. The last 5 strikeouts all on swinging.
Do-do-do-do.
The 2-1 to Taylor Motters.
Hey, 2-2 now.
Miss right through a 94
Maybe double play, a strikeout, something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. One of the 2.
Find a spot on a major
Another out here real quick would be nice. Ball 3. Fuck. Hope he doesn't walk him.
Seasons in the major leagues, but only 400 at bats, 190 with no power. He takes a pitch a little bit low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Everybody's gotten in on the fun for the Tigers today. Cesar Hernandez, Ryan Kreidler had RBIs in the.
Glad I have a mod in the chat who's helping out.
3-2, up and away.
Oh, he walked him. Oh my God, this guy sucks, dude.
By 10 walk batters, and Uceta has walked 2. Again, that was one of his troubles down in the minor leagues last year. At AAA Reno, walk rate of 5.5, a strikeout rate just under 13 per 9.
Ugh.
Much tougher on lefties. A lefty at the plate.
All right, foul ball. Hopefully he doesn't throw a bunch of balls here and lose another hitter that he could have gotten out.
Cardinals dugout.
2 on, 1 out. Top of the 7th here. 1 away. Tigers looking to get out of this inning and head to the bottom of the 7th to add to their 12-2 lead. I may dip after this top half inning. I'm getting kind of tired of this game. It's kind of, it's kind of a boring game.
Strike 1.
Now, if they score all these runs here on like a 3-run shot, that would, makes the game a little bit more worthwhile to watch. 0-2 now on a foul ball. Yeah, fucking 5-12 is a lot more entertaining to deal with. How is that not a strike?
Just misses away.
Jesus Christ.
Another fastball.
For the Cardinals, that would be a strike. It's completely in the strike zone shown. 1 and 2.
Drafted a couple of years ago in the 8th round by the Cardinals.
And 2. All right, here comes the walk.
Waiting on a 1-2.
2 and 2 now.
Low and away.
If I'm a hitter, I just don't swing the bat. Apparently, it's not a strike for the Cardinals if they don't swing.
AA, 240. Can draw a walk to get on base. A lot of swing and miss. And 14 home runs. The 2-2 got him with the backdoor slider.
Yeah, that was what they were doing. They were just not going to swing, but he backdoored his ass 2 away.
So after the home run, walk.
There we go. 2 down now with 2 on and 2 out. Here's Robertson for the Cardinals.
And the lineup turns over.
Yeah, it's quite the win. Quite the win.
We'll get his first
JJ.
today. 12-2 Tigers.
Swing and strike 1.
Glad to have you along. It's a beautiful, sunny, breezy day in Lakeland, Florida.
Tigers beating the brakes off this Cardinals team.
Pitch from the righty to the righty, swing and a miss. Fastball looks like it's got some movement, maybe away from a righty. Kramer Robertson, knees bent, bends at the waist toward the plate, tucks that left shoulder in, cocks the bat high over the right.
1 and 1.
Fastball misses the mark. Every fastball, right at 94 for Edwin Uceta. Instead, it works way over first base side. The 1-1 swinging a pop up.
Hey, there we go. Let's get out of the inning. All right. Tigers will go to, they'll hold a 10-run lead heading to the bottom of the 7th. But for me, that means I'm getting out of here. Don't really have too much to say. If anyone has anything they want to say before I get out of here, if not, that's fine too. Dip out pretty quick here. Yeah, I don't really watch blowouts in either direction. If the Tigers are up by a blowout, if they're losing by a blowout, I get really bored and don't really want to finish it, especially if like nobody's saying anything. You know, so. And then everybody's tuning out slowly, so all right. Well, all right, have a good day, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate you watching. Tigers are up 12-2. You can find the game another way. All right. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. Peace.